Hello, welcome to Warzone Atlanta top, or round 5 rather, top table. I'm Chad Weiss.
I'm John Caspian.
And we are letting the players getting set up here. We have Steven Mitchell on the right-hand side, and Red Powell on the left of the screen, or top-ish left of the screen. But yeah, these are, actually I'm sorry. No, Red will be on the top of the screen, and Steve will be on the bottom of the screen.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
All right.
Because we're doing Dawn of War style, aren't we?
I think we are.
Yeah.
It's a deployment you don't see as much nowadays, but like, yeah, it happens from time to time. So
it's cool. It's cool for sure. So this one is give no ground.
Indeed.
So there's one defender and there's one attacker. Defender is going to be Steven.
Yes.
Attacker is going to be Red.
Yes, that's correct.
So you're going to see this all from the top down, basically, so to speak. You're watching it top down. But it's going to go from the top of the screen down to the bottom of the screen, basically.
Right. So in this mission, players have 2 secure and control objective markers that they're going to place immediately before the defender deploys their first unit. So they've already done that. Each player places first secure and control objectives, and they have to be wholly within that player's deployment zone and 6 inches from any board edge. And then each player's second secure and control objective has to be placed wholly outside of that player's deployment zone, but wholly inside of that player's half of the table, and 6 inches away from any other board edge, and 12 inches away from any other secure control objectives. A player's half of the board is that part of the deployment on the map of which they're actually on, and then there's a kind of a map that shows you where they're supposed to go. Basically, so what's going to happen for this is going to be secondary objective uses Warzone kill points. So as kind of a basic reiteration, Warzone kill points are for every 8 wounds that you do to a model, you get a kill point. And if you kill it, you get another kill point. There's also bonuses for having them beat characters, Lords of War, monsters, etc., etc. Each player earns 1 battle point per kill point to a maximum of 6. And then the player with the most kill points at the end of the game earns an additional 3 for a maximum of 9. So basically it's a race to 9 on the primary. The secondaries are going to be the retrieval objectives. They're going to be scored differently depending on where they are on the map. Basically, if you control the objective in your own zone, it's worth 1 point for you. If you control one outside of your deployment zone, but on your half, it's going to be 3 points to you. The objectives on your opponent's table half, or your outside of your opponent's deployment zone, on the opponent's half of the table is worth 5. And if they're in your opponent's deployment zone, they're worth 7 victory points to you. Any contested are worth 1, and then each player totals the margin, or how many victory points, and you consult the margin as other missions have it. And then obviously, First Blood, Tertiary, Linebreaker, Slay the Warlord. Yep. So
very cool. This is very cool.
It's
going to be great.
Fun.
It's going to be super
great. So obviously,
yeah. So I mean, I'm. My first army was Dark Eldar, super fun. This one has a lot of grotesques, which is hard to find because they come in their blisters alone.
Right.
So it's usually, you don't see it very often. If I've never actually seen it in person, certainly. But
I think there has been one guy here that converted a bunch of them from like Demon Princes.
But these are the proper models.
Yeah.
These are literally all grotesque models, which is great.
Wow.
I believe he's also pulling the 3 Ravager.
He is.
Multiple Raiders. The Raiders, do they have Cabalites in them, I think? I know there's a ton of racks.
I actually think the Raiders have racks in them. I think that's all they have.
That's what I usually pull, just to get them across the board. Even with their invulnerables, they're going to be probably Prophets of Flesh.
Well, they're only, T4 or T3?
T4 unless there's Homunculus.
Okay. So
and then the Homunculus takes them to T5.
They're not super strong to get across the board with only a 5 of them.
Right.
So that's it's pretty easy to shoot through.
Exactly.
So
but they can be Prophets of Flesh, which gives them a 4-up invul.
Oh, okay.
So I think he's those. Red, your Prophet's Flight. Yep. So he'll get the 4-up invul. But even then, with that many models that you need to get over across the board to really get in people's faces with stuff, you'll definitely want to keep protected for sure.
Exactly. And the problem with a lot of assault armies is really having the weight of attacks when you get to that side. Like, if you get to that side and you have 2 units or 2 models left, you're probably not really killing anything. And then your opponent just steps back and obliterates the last 2. Versus if you get over there and you have a boat of them left, now you have a problem.
Right.
Or your opponent has a problem. So.
Now, for y'all watching, the Drakari stuff is at the very top. Our webcam only goes so far, so we can see everything on the bottom. You can see everything on the sides, but it cuts off about 2 inches from the top. Maybe 2.5 inches, which is where his stuff is being deployed. So as he moves it down, you'll be able to see it. Yep. We'll probably, when the game starts, we will switch this webcam from us talking, and we'll switch it over to this. Another big thing is he's got the Farseer over there. It's in the top right. Y'all can see them on their bikes. So the psychic stuff is going to be done by them, and that's going to be big. Because normally Dark Eldar don't even get that. Yeah, he's got some good psychic powers on there.
Doom.
Do we have y'all's list we can look at real quick? The physical? Thank you. These guys are great.
I basically know Steven's list at this point.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've played against it once or twice, right?
Thanks. And remind us it's Hex is the one, the big one you guys.
Death Hex.
Death Hex. Which one does that do again? That's right. And vulnerable saves. No. Wow, that's big.
Gilliman does not like that.
That's right. Anti-G-Man.
All right. So you obviously know the Dark Eldar stuff better than I do.
Yeah. So Rax, Akathis with their Hex rifles. Hex rifles are always great. Venom blades, traditional stuff. It's all poison weapons.
Okay.
When it's all poison weapons, everything wounds on 4s. The elites are grotesques, and grotesques have their flesh gauntlet and monstrous cleaver, which is great.
Okay.
And there's just tons of those. There is. There are 2 sides. It is a ton
A lot
of grotesques. Like, I believe, how many units is this? This is 1, 2 units of 10. They're maxed out, I think.
I think so, yeah.
Like fully maxed out grotesque units. That's cool.
That's why they're in the boats.
Then he's got the Supreme Command Attachment. He's got the Swordwind, BL-10 Swordwind from Craft World. The Autarch Skyrunner.
Oh, interesting.
With the Banshee Mask, Laser Lance, Reaper Launcher, Twin Shuriken Catapult.
So the Banshee Mask is actually kind of a good choice here because what it's going to do is it's going to let the Autarch jump into the combats first and soak all the Overwatch for all the guys that are going to fight later. So that could be kind of dirty. He also, let's see, he's got a Farseer that has Doom and Executioner. Doom is obviously super good in this game. Executioner is one that you don't see too much. It's basically, it's like a smite that keeps going if it kills a guy. So that's always fun. And,
the next one, the first one's on 2 up, next one's on 3 up.
No, that's a different power. This is, it does D3 mortal wounds.
Okay.
And if it manages to kill a guy, I think it does another D3 mortal
right.
wounds.
Interesting.
Yeah. So that's actually a really good one because you don't see it too often.
Matt says, "What's up, Bods? How you doing?"
What up, man? How's it going?
Matthew says, "Can't Nick still win?"
He can. It actually depends on what happens in this game.
Yeah.
So, and also that brings up another point too is how Warzone is actually scored. So we have 4 different prizes.
Right.
So we have overall, we have Battle Master, or War Master, I think is what it's called. We have Best Painted, and then obviously Best Sports. So it's still possible, even if you lose a game or so, to win overall, because winning overall takes into account your sports score, your painting score, and your sportsmanship score. So if you score really well on like all 3 of those, even if you don't win every game, there's a very good chance you can still go, to be the overall winner. Versus, and some people, and that's the thing. Like I was talking to somebody yesterday, and it depends really on what you value. Like, so some players really value their score, like playing the game, and so for those players, they're looking to win Battle Master. Right. Some players really value their score on painting, so they're looking to win Best Painted. And some players are just like, I'm just here to have fun, so they're going to be like, hey, we'll get sportsmanship scores. And so I think it's kind of cool that you can have those 3 or 4 different avenues of people to be like, I'm not going to win this, so let's go for this, or let's go for this. And it just gives you some extra.
Odds are one of these 2 will be the champion, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because they're the top 2 being matched up for this last game.
Now, what could happen, too, right, is depending on the score of this game, if Nick Nadavati scores really well in his last game, right, he just, like, he maxes it out, and these guys kind of just tie, right?
Right.
Then,
completely.
well, maybe not completely, but, like, it's a closer game than what Nick has.
Easy tie. Very easy.
Right, exactly.
It's all of the secondary and tertiary.
Secondary can very easily swing one way or the other.
Correct. So it becomes a game where now Nick could actually jump over these 2, depending on how this game goes. Now, again, if one of these guys wins really well, probably not. But it's still possible, yeah.
But we're thinking, yeah, this is the championship game.
Yeah.
That's why we put it here.
Right. So.
Welcome to all our Gigabytes TV Twitch viewers. Welcome.
We're excited to have
YouTube,
you
Twitch.
guys.
Yep. Let me pop over there so I can make sure that we can read the comments. Y'all tell us, who do you think is going to win? We're going to finish out the list here for Red.
For sure.
So he's got Cabal of the Black Heart, and that is... I forget what that does, actually.
Cobalt the Black Heart is a 6+ Philippine, I believe.
That's right.
So,
Yeah.
Which actually makes his Ravagers a little more survivable.
Yeah. And then the Raiders, too. Because
Indeed,
everything gets the 5-up invulnerable versus range. But
Right.
So all of his Ravagers have Desi cannons, Disintegrator cannons.
That's actually the optimal choice nowadays, I think.
Yep. Just to get them done. And then both Raiders have Disintegrator cannons.
Yeah,
It's
so
great.
lots of
Everything's
Disintegrators.
String 5.
Guess there's a Warlock in here with Protect and Jinx.
Oh,
which
yeah.
is- Jinx is a very scary power.
Mm-hmm.
It actually, so it'll take your save down one,
Mm-hmm.
which makes those other things that are going to hit you in combat hit even harder.
Nice.
So.
Yeah. And then he has the Archon with the Blaster, Huskblade.
Mm-hmm.
Always good. Labyrinthine Cunning, Phantasm Grenade Launcher, Writ of the Living Muse. Ooh.
Isn't Phantasm Grenade Launcher something about leadership?
Yes, so if it hits you, doesn't have to wound,
Right,
just
right.
hits you, it's -1 leadership.
So that's actually even better too, because
Uh-huh.
again, if things hit you in combat,
Mm-hmm.
take an extra leadership off of it.
Mm-hmm. And
Maybe you're just like, oh, I automatically lose that guy now.
I believe it's D3 shots, basically. D3
All I have to
hits.
do is hit once, right?
Right,
On a
exactly.
Guy with a 2-up save.
Oh, the 2-up,
Or
2-up, yeah,
that's
yeah.
right.
Okay, let's look over at Stevens right before. We're getting toward the end of deployment, so...
All right, so Steven is rocking a battalion of Alpha Legion. Obviously, I don't know why I forgot that. He's got a Chaos Lord and a Sorcerer in that attachment. The Chaos Lord basically is just going to provide him with... He's a Combi 8 Bolter and a Power Axe. It's a pretty standard loadout for him nowadays. Sorcerer also has a Combi Bolter.
Oh, yeah, Adam. He says Adam is only 6 points behind Nick Brown. Huh.
Interesting.
Okay. Yeah, we don't have the stuff in front of us to see all this stuff.
So,
Do you?
So
I don't know.
I don't
Okay.
know if actually I know Adam lost yesterday
Uh-huh.
for a game, so I don't know if he can
Gotcha.
get overall. Oh wow. Okay, so we just handed the final things here.
Uh-huh.
Steven Mitchell is sitting at 118 right now as a top player. Red Powell, obviously second, with 106. Nick Nadavati has 106. Adam Abramovitz has 100 points. And then we go to John Lennon, Richard Martin, and David Fields, and then Will Bundy. Those are the top, like, 10 people, I think.
Uh-huh.
So it's all
Pretty close top
within,
bracket.
yeah,
right?
like basically 20 points,
Uh-huh.
give or take.
Yeah,
So
not a big spread.
It's not. It's
Yeah.
just, that means there could be a lot of...
So it
This
is
round is going to decide a
possible.
lot.
Yeah, it is possible for Nick if he does really well in his against Adam. Now, Adam and Nick are both Tyranid players. I believe they're both
They're
Kraken.
playing basically the same.
Basically the same list. So that's going to be an interesting mirror
So
match.
that's gonna be fun.
They did not play mirror match on Friday night for anyone who watched that, which is interesting because
Right.
if they had, we would have seen how today's would have
Yeah,
gone,
I'm
right?
kind of actually glad that we
Yeah.
didn't see that because
now it's-
otherwise we were like,
Yeah.
where's the
Uh-huh. And it's cool because so
Space.
basically Adam's been being coached by Nick.
He
Nick
has
is
been.
coached, and Nick is professional coach for
Right.
like dozens and dozens of players, helps everybody out, right? And Adam's being helped, and Adam's goal is to be able to win. So
Yeah, Adam, he started a whole podcast last
Uh-huh.
year, basically dedicated to winning this year.
Uh-huh.
And so he invited Nick Nadavati, and if he manages to win that game, maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. It doesn't matter. But
Miracle on Ice story.
but if you think about it, right? If he's like, I want to win this event, if he beats the top level 40K guy right now, that's incredible. That's insane bragging rights for like a whole year.
it would be for both of them too, because
would be,
Nick,
yeah.
for Nick, it's I coached him to be able to beat me. And then for Adam, it's,
Yeah. It's like the
this
student has
been my
become the
journey,
master
right?
now.
Well, I was saying earlier, it's like Darth Vader.
Yeah.
It's either going to be Darth Vader when he swats in Episode 4 when he kills Obi-Wan,
Yeah.
or in Episode 3 when he gets his legs chopped off. So it's either he's going to be great, or he doesn't have the upper ground, in which case game over, right?
Right. So I mean, I think
Nick Donovan is either going to be standing over and be like, "I have the upper ground at him."
But like, I think there's like going to the Star Wars analogy. I think there is that kind of like Nick's like, well, I win a bunch of events,
right.
And then you come here, it's a little different, and maybe he doesn't, but we don't. We'll have to see what happened in that game.
It's gonna be interesting for sure.
It's gonna be interesting.
Oh, it's gonna be great. Y'all let us know how the sound is on these mics. Let us know how we're doing here. We're gonna be switching over once the game starts to the big mic. But at times we're gonna cut that one off and go back to these so that you can hear us when we're talking over things. So if we're looking up things or whatever, they'll be moving along. But let us know if that interrupts y'all watching their game.
Right.
So we're not always going to be paying perfect attention the entire time. We're going to do our best, but at times we go off on tangents and talk about what's in the lists or possible strategies. Exactly. We don't want to anticipate too much in this because while they're playing, they don't want to hear us talking about what they could be doing. That's their job to be strategizing and tactics and all that. Yeah. You guys done with the deployment? I am done. You're done, and then Steven. Okay. Steven, if you let us know when you're done with the deployment, and then we will turn on this big mic.
Yep. So we'll just go over Steven's list real quick, too, just to get it out of the way. So, again, Chaos Lord Sorcerer, 3 units of Cultist, 1 unit of 37, I believe. The big one is Mark of Tzeentch, so you can cast certain powers on them. Other 2 are Mark of Slanesh, so we can double tap them if we needed. Noise Marines, big unit of Noise Marines. I believe it's 17, 18, 19, 20 Noise Marines. The 2 units of Havocs. Yep, 2 units of Havocs with autocannons. 1 unit of a Blitz with Marcus Slanesh. I believe the Havocs are also Slanesh. Because that would make sense.
Yeah, I believe they are.
And then he has a Spearhead of just regular Renegades, which are Renegade Commander, 3 Basilisks, and then a Supreme Command of Thousand Suns, Armon, 1 Sorcerer, and I believe
what's Armon equipped with?
Armon has Prescience, Tzeentch's Firestorm, and Warp Time.
Classic.
So those are all the powers that actually really need to go off usually.
Yep.
So that's why he has those. He also has the Helm of the Third Eye on one of the sorcerers, potentially stealing command points every time Rat uses one. And then he also has a Sorcerer in Terminator armor, who is rocking Death Hex, Doom Bolt, and has a familiar, interesting choice. So he can switch out a power if need be, or reroll plus one on first cast. Okay, thank you. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a good game.
Yep.
We were talking about this, I think, before the game, where it's like it's very gonna be fighty versus shooty.
Right.
So we'll see how.
Yeah. And there's so much strategy we could talk right now, but we're not going to. Like we said, we want them not to have to hear us talking about what they could be doing.
Right.
They're going to be deciding all that stuff. And we're just going to be, commentating on what happens.
And they know most of it anyway.
Right.
So.
Right. There's all the Death Hex is going to be huge, taking away invulnerables. Yep. Not obviously, but Red's going to want to get anything that can counter that, possibly outroll him with a deny rolls. Or get rid of the unit that can Death Hex. Because really, those 4-up invulnerables are huge.
Yeah. And he has a few ways to deny the Witch in his list, too, which is good.
Yep. And mobility with the bikes, so.
Yeah, for sure.
And then tons of shooting. So much shooting for Steven. Yeah.
I mean, we saw it last game, right? So
Yeah.
He outshot the Tau.
Except the Basilisk, maybe. But
well, the one Basilisk that didn't shoot anything, really, until, like, the last round.
Yeah. It's conserving ammo, yeah.
All right. Lock and load, boys.
Right. So. He rolled a bunch of snake eyes for the Basilisk 2d6 shots.
If you guys,
because it's 2d6 for shots, right?
It's 2d6. Take the highest.
Gotcha.
So you're like 2 ones.
Yeah.
Guess my highest.
Took the highest. Yeah.
So that's always fun.
No, this is gonna be great, man. This is gonna be great.
Be a fun
We're looking
game.
forward to it.
These are both good guys too. So I don't think we've had really any games this weekend that
the last game had a couple of contentious parts just because there's a lot going on.
Right. I was just gonna say, like, overall, like, we haven't really had anybody that was
right.
Bad to play against for real. Like, even the last game, we still had, there was a lot of good sportsmanship going on. There was a lot of
for sure.
Good give and take and stuff. So
yeah. Absolutely. We're keeping track of things. Round 1 at the bottom here. It's pregame. It'll go into movement phase as soon as they're started. Yep. You'll hear the other microphone kick on, and the other microphone basically will... that'll be a little louder. You'll hear us a little bit of an echo, just because the room's not sound treated. It's a hotel room that we can't.
Conference room.
Yeah, conference room basically in a hotel, which is cool. This is the DoubleTree Hilton in Marietta, Georgia, off Windy Hill Road, which is great because it's well located off 285. Off the perimeter.
Very easy to get to.
It's easy to get to from the airport as well.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah,
it's a good location for that. And they just renovated. They finished renovations recently.
Looks really good.
Looks great. They actually had really good buffet food.
They did, yeah.
Yeah, like the tiramisu, and the day was risotto and
right.
a bunch of other stuff, you know.
That's one of my favorite parts about Warzone Atlanta.
Yeah.
is coming here and be like, oh, it's not just like pizza or snack.
Right.
It's like, oh, you get a real meal out of this thing.
It's not even just like a hotel continental breakfast. It is an actual,
exactly.
like, nice catered buffet meal. It's good.
Oh, man.
Okay, so Red's got his, he's got 9 command points to begin with. So if he only used that for the denial, that would be, 4 command points each. Only if you use that for the denying command points, right? Not that he would only use that for it, but sometimes
it's going to be 2, right?
yeah.
I think they upped that strategy to 4 command points.
Yes, what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
So you could use it twice.
Correct.
You got 9. Yeah, the 4 points each. And then Steven starts with 10. So not a ton compared to some of the other forces that can just farm. Well, not farm anymore, but stockpile, so to speak, like wheat or don't. Stockpile other command points. So strategic use of those is going to be very important. Yeah. Tied to traders is one of those ones that Steven's going to keep in his back pocket.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Also,
I feel like Red knows that.
They're about like 5 stratagems in the Chaos Codex that are like come up almost every game. It's like veterans, sighted traders,
thank you.
and oh cool. Yeah, I think we're about.
We're a little behind, so we're gonna change our time left here.
So. Okay. Infiltrating. So not what it used to be. Now it's just an extra move.
9-inch move. Yep. Pretty much everything is. All right, we're going to switch mics over here. Here we go.
Multiple turns.
And let's turn off.
I'm going to pull these guys back.
Okay. They turn it off.
All right, we are on the main microphone, so you'll all be here, and they'll be talking, dictating their game. Having this back.
I will spin 2 to go to cover.
Okay. So it looks like Red has the first turn here.
Yep.
So getting kicked off. All right.
So,
and remember, he has. So I got these 2 right.
26.
This is fine.
Yeah.
226.
Okay, perfect. All right.
Boys over here.
Good luck, gents.
-1 outside of 12, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're starting off top of 1.
Indeed.
Red's first. It's his movement phase.
Just set this right here.
Okay, let's get all this out of the way.
Just like that. If y'all have any questions, just ask. We'll type them in. It's not terribly pertinent. Ask away.
That's the back dude right there, right? Cool. This is 10-man right here?
Yeah.
And that's the big one?
37, yeah.
Great.
Can they pick up and tie to traders turn 1?
Yes.
Okay. Just checking.
Yeah, so the FAQ changes everything turn to D-strike, but things that start on the table can correct. Yeah. And then all of the things that a lot of the things used to be like the infiltrate used to be pick it up, and then that got turned into a move.
Right. And I think the other way that we as Warzone rule some of those other things is like if they
This guy's gonna
are
move
removed from the table and come back in,
Uh-huh.
they cannot be moved any more that round.
Right.
Right. So under the old Alpha Legion, for example, or I guess that's a bad example, but like
Warp time, classic, like warp timing, something that.
Well, yeah. What I'm saying is like if you warp time something that counts as like
Those are not
being picked up,
They're in D-strike,
like
right?
Yeah, they're.
like the orc stratagem,
Right.
the jump.
Can you make
If
sure
you
that's over
jumped
here?
them
Auto can.
and then had some other way to move them, you wouldn't be able to
This
move them
is
any
48.
further
Gotcha.
because they come off the table and go back.
This should be outside
cool.
of 48.
Out of 48.
Even though they can jump turn 1 though.
Y'all put in your votes in the comments. Who you think's gonna win?
Yeah.
We're not gonna say.
No.
We don't know. This is a great
It's true.
matchup.
This could actually go either way.
Oh yeah,
So.
definitely. It's gonna come down to the strategery, the tactics, and the dice.
Yes.
Always.
Always the dice sometimes.
Yep. May the odds be ever in your favor. For sure. So we're on game number 5 out of 5.
Game 5.
Yesterday was a 12+ hour day. For me, I was here from like 7 until 11:30 at night.
Oh wow.
So yeah.
I guess I
got to sleep like 4 hours, so you know, like,
road test.
Yeah.
I will sleep a lot tonight, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Took a whole bunch of photos throughout the weekend.
That's good.
So, of armies. So y'all will get to see on the Warzone Atlanta Facebook page. You get to see armies. I'll show a picture here on the webcam.
Yeah.
It's not gonna look. I know. I can show this one.
Oh yeah.
What am I talking
we
about?
have photos.
I literally just clicked on the Facebook screen that we're looking at for comments, trying to move it.
Oh.
Yep.
There you go.
So this one. Not to interrupt seeing his movement for just a second.
It's all good.
That is one of the Grey Knight dreadnoughts. If I'm not
believe
mistaken.
that-
No, Custodies.
Custodians,
dreadnoughts.
yeah.
And look at that. Can zoom in even more.
And, you know, the further you get in it, you can tell like it's all just layers, layers,
Layers and layers and
no
layers.
airbrush really.
Yep.
So, very,
Absolutely
very nice
phenomenal.
work.
Yep.
And you know the background looks really cool too, with the logo and everything.
Oh yeah, I did. Photoshop.
Right.
Monkey should.
That's my job.
Check just to make sure.
Between Photoshop, live streaming, and videos, that's it.
That's a lot. That's a lot of work. Like,
Oh yeah. But it's
Yeah.
fun, you know.
Yeah.
Like it's once you really get into it. And a lot of folks don't do like miniature photography. you know,
Right.
So
That's true.
to be able to do it to look really cool.
Because it's a different art, right? Because like
Yes.
you're taking background stuff,
Mhm.
adding layers of shadow and highlights sometimes depending on the models, and like it's
Well,
just,
the photography itself, you can't do macro photography. So
Right.
like you can't get really up close because then you're just looking at like specks of dust.
Correct,
Right?
yeah.
So you had to get far away, right? A little bit, so to speak, far away. And then the lighting has to be very specific.
It does.
So there's certain studio strobes, certain diffusers, certain modifiers you do, and angles. Angles are super important for lighting, for miniatures especially.
Right.
So just like when you're doing human faces, right?
Mhm.
The human eye looks at light a certain way, which is why when you paint your miniatures, you always want to make sure it's painted for usually a top-down effect.
Right.
So that you have shadows
Archon's
underneath certain
gonna get
areas
out
to
in advance.
simulate light, right?
Right.
So the same thing,
Yeah,
when you're
only
doing
one
light
Archon,
on a
right?
model, you're photographing it so, that way.
Nice. Yeah. For sure.
I just realized I'm
Total
talking
12
about
outside of
It's all good.
Understood.
It's just moving right now.
I'm interested the Archon came up here instead of sticking little boys in there.
Yeah.
There was some decision to it.
I figured it was secretly planned.
Some
Remember-
idea.
You're
We'll
staying
get
at
there
9.
and
All right, we can kind of see everything now.
we'll get there and we'll snow.
All right.
This is great.
The dark elves
Yeah,
are
everything is
moving
now
out.
visible, I believe, except a couple of racks that are at the top of the screen are not quite.
Oh, maybe.
You can just barely not see.
The racks back here. So
Yeah.
they're in the
Yeah.
vehicle. So
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
great.
All right,
So
good
that-
to know.
okay.
Good to know.
So they will be visible once it moves around. So we will have everything inside. At the very bottom, you will see the basilisks. There's one on the middle bottom, and then 2 on the bottom right where the Gigabytes Cafe logo is. Gigabytes Cafe is the prize sponsor and the streaming sponsor for this event. Although, yeah. So they're sponsoring some of the equipment that we're using for this stream, as well
What's
as
this guy?
all the
Yeah,
prizes for all of the
Yeah, he's
winners of all the
character.
stuff.
He's the last
All kinds
one.
of good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, not all the prizes.
no, I don't
The
think.
main prizes.
See, I think we have some from other companies
Right.
too.
Right.
Which I mean, we talk about that
and
on the
please-
stream, or
Huh?
we talk about other.
Well,
people?
this is the Warzone Atlanta stream.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, we have. I think it's
All
Shadow's Edge. That's
Uh-huh.
one of our sponsors. Vendetta Games up in Delania, Georgia.
What
He's
is
actually
Built-On getting you?
right where I went to school for a while, so I
Built
kind
on
of.
getting you when you take
I
it.
knew some of those guys up there. It's great.
You're
And
taking Built on. What is it? What is
obviously
it for?
Matt Sable
Or you-
from
you
Sable
have
Designs,
Uh,
Gigabytes.
the
that was a
craft
big
world,
one.
You have
Oh,
chosen
yeah,
to-
okay,
And,
sorry.
okay,
Reroll
with,
ones
sponsors.
with their little
Oh, awesome.
channel.
Cool.
But plus one
So
of
y'all
the
check out the
leadership.
sponsors.
So check them out. There's some great stuff.
There's a route
I,
that I've been taking against other people.
I personally like the
Yeah, so that's
Shadow's
right.
Edge guy.
Makes sense.
He does some really fantastic work. I have some of his flower tufts. Great
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
I love them.
He's
I
actually
use them.
he's gonna make a oval base, which is 70 by 105, which is
Oh.
a couple of Sage of Sigmar stuff, and it's one that I
Oh,
needed.
nice.
I
Yeah,
needed
yeah.
that one base for my butcher.
Oh, yeah.
My butcher has the cauldron. Range of Sigmar uses one of the ogres or whatever.
Right.
So I had to get a custom thing because I converted a model basically. So I had a custom cauldron, and then I realized the base is way weird. Like you don't find 105 by 70.
No.
Like it's a little bit wider, but not quite as long. So it's a basic oval shape
Oh,
compared to most of the oval shapes, which are thin ovals, right?
Right,
This is one of the
right.
fatter ovals.
Huh.
Yeah. Jonathan says getting a 4 cast on Doombolt on the front grotesque.
Is there
So,
people
yeah,
inside
yeah, yeah.
this?
So that's a pretty good analysis.
Yeah.
We'll
There's
see.
people inside that.
Yeah,
We'll see.
yeah,
It's
you're
gonna
in
be-
the car from this guy.
And then there's always the deny that might be happening from red.
yeah.
So there's
Shoot
this is a lot
Like
of
powers
determining what's gonna how much
So I'm
smashing
gonna
is gonna
try
happen
Yep.
in this round.
Doom against the Noise Marines.
Alright, here we go.
We'll be quiet.
It's like a 6 or 7 like that.
It is a 7.
Alright. That's a 5.
I'm going to use the runes to reroll it.
Okay, that's a 7.
If he fails, you can't do another psychic power this turn.
Oh, okay.
So 8.
8, yeah. I don't have anybody in denial range. This is 1, that's only your sorcerer. This is another, that's just your warlock. So I can't stop.
Okay. So they're doomed.
Okay.
So I just successfully cast Doom.
They're doomed.
Put that little dice right there.
Gur.
and
Doom,
keep
okay.
going.
Go from
Alright, now I'm going to try and
Yeah.
jinx
Oh.
him.
You got it?
Isn't that?
Actually, I got that one
Makes sense.
until
Oh,
like, so
actually,
he-
I'm gonna,
Okay.
that's what he
I'm gonna try.
does. And so I'm like, yeah,
So-
doom.
It's
Yeah.
Invader Sin.
Oh, gotcha.
10.
I'll try it now with armor.
Okay.
You get 10. Double ones is good.
Okay. That's not. So they are now. I'm just going to put this
That's what I want.
black arrow dice here.
You got it. Okay.
And then I'm going to try and do Executioner on them as well.
Range 18.
So. Sorry. Yeah. No, you're up. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. Psychic phase done.
You got it.
We'll go into Shooting.
Shooting.
Shooter Sting.
All right. Let's start with this guy over here into those cultists.
You got it. Forged hit.
Warrior.
That sound.
Cool rerolls.
No, I got no rerolls.
3s.
Threes. So
1.
2, 1. Yeah,
1.
1 dead.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool. Okay.
Never mind.
Okay.
Gonna zoom in on the.
Oh.
3, 3, 3. All right. Now these guys, starting with him against your Noise Marines.
You got it. 4.
4s.
That's right there. And
They'll
3s.
live stream.
3s. Rerolling.
Yeah.
You're rolling what?
For wounds for Doom.
Oh, Doom. Regular.
So 5 at your.
6 ups.
But then with Jinx, so you're.
And covered.
Okay.
6 ups. Passing 1, 2.
Okay.
I'm not rolling this one anymore. I see what you're trying to do.
They work well for me.
Consolation prize. Huh?
I'm popping veterans.
Okay.
Okay. 3. Putting me down 6.
So,
Okay.
to you last one.
I'm
Let's
gonna
try.
try.
How many was that? 2
3. I died.
for veterans?
Oh, no, sorry. 1 is what it costs.
Just 1. Alright, and I get a. So I got a.
Yeah, so
I
right
used my
off-
war trait and I got a command point back.
So that's the one for the
3 get
turn.
pulled off.
Round rather.
Those are going to fire immediately. 1, 2, 3.
Thanks.
They're going to go into your raider.
Okay.
3's to hit. Rolling ones. And so it's fine, so 4 is the moon.
Yep.
Take some
So
arm
many
save.
people watching.
Got
Oh yeah.
Take some arm
Share the
save.
stream, y'all. Share it.
Take 7, ignoring cover.
Everywhere. Groups.
That's right.
That's
Warhammer
4.
TV.
So
6 ups.
6 ups.
All the Warhammer groups. No.
Right.
So
So
3.
it's 3.
Kind of.
Okay. First senators. Alright, next one.
Picky dude. Yep.
One more.
3. Next one.
Splendid.
Another box. 4s. That's a little better. 5.
Okay, so 5 more.
Passing 1 more, so 4.
Okay.
Same target. 1, 2, 3.
There we go. That's everything.
Okay, nice.
Cool. Now I can charge it. We'll be streaming the announcements at the end.
Yes.
So,
yes.
same channel. Not Gigabytes TV because that's for the game streams, but for Facebook Live, we'll be on Warzone.
Warzone, Atlanta TV or
So
whatever.
if you're not already liking the page, like it.
Yeah.
Tell your friends for
Follow
next year.
it, check it out.
There's regional events and everything. So there was South Carolina, North Carolina.
I think it was South Carolina.
North
Yeah.
Carolina, yeah. It's good.
I want to say there may have been a
6 ups,
Mississippi
yeah.
something, but
So he took
3 previously, now 2 more.
Okay, so 2. So he should be down to 5.
Okay.
Alright.
Cool. Scoot to your right. Yeah. Let's see your
Okay.
face. There we go.
I didn't know if this camera was still going.
Oh yeah, it's going.
Is it degraded as well?
We're on camera.
No, not until it goes down.
Right?
Oh.
No, we're just
Because it's not over.
at some point we can turn it around, but right now it's just be looking at buildings.
This is basically just
Two.
Noise Marines shooting back
Mhm.
and exchanging fire.
Reroll.
Veterans Longmore.
2.
Go to. Do it again.
Just trying to get that first blood.
Ones.
And then the
Give me 2 more arm saves.
okay, and the Phantasm grenade launcher is the next one from off of it.
Okay.
So 2 armor saves. 4. So 1 more. And need a 6. Okay, so nothing. And then D3 shots. Okay, so 3 shots from the Phantasm grenade launcher, needing 4s to hit. So 1 hit. So they're -1 leadership.
There you go.
And then strength 1. So I need 6 with a reroll. Nope, it's all good.
When it does hit though, that strength, hits someone in the head and just knocks them out.
It's like there's an old
Missile launcher
old
from
missile
him
on
to
the
Noise
scout
Marines.
speeder.
So normally 2
It's like
goes
strength
to
3 or
4s.
something.
Right.
Yeah,
like
4.
blind.
Having an
Rerolling ones.
Okay.
So 4s. So 1.
Is there anything that's
Strength
tough
5
on
needing
you?
a 3 reroll.
That's what?
That's auto, like by
So
default
it's,
tough
2 is
one.
a
Minus AP -2.
effectively a 5. Good. And 6.
I think Grot's tough too.
Yes. By default, yeah.
But I don't know. I have no
Okay.
idea.
I don't think anything
I don't
else.
think so.
You haven't done any stratagems this turn, right?
I have not done any strategy.
He's gained 1 back though.
This guy's just going to shoot at those cultists.
It's the big spot.
Yeah.
Foes.
4s.
3. 1. One calls some big boys on it. Is that it? Everything?
Yes, sir.
Around here, 5. Good. Right here, 5. Good. Let's see if you want to spin it. Auto pass.
Huh?
I'm gonna auto pass for around
Oh, you want? Okay. Let's see. What do I got? How many do I got? CP.
9.
What do you guys got? 9?
10.
Or 10, right?
10.
Well, you gain 1.
You've already, yeah, it's game 1. You
Game
haven't
one.
spun it
That's it.
anymore?
No.
That's not full.
How many have I killed?
You have killed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it'll be deaths plus 2.
Yeah, I'll spin it.
Sure.
So here's the Vect. So I'm down by 4.
He's gonna
Okay.
So it should be a 6.
We'll see.
Oh.
Uh,
Roll. 1 doesn't work. Do you want to reroll?
I do want to reroll, so I'm at 5.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh no!
Oh!
Steve
Alright.
will lose all of his command
And
points.
deaths plus 2. This is 6. I'm going to command point reroll it. 1. So at deaths plus 2, I'll lose 3.
Okay.
Goes down to 3.
Steven is at 3 command points. That was a big vect.
Wow.
I hate fucking 6s in Vect.
Dude.
Alright. Let's go in
So
here.
that was
That
2
was...
plus
You got 4 left here? Is that right?
He's got 5 wounds.
1
5 wins
for
left.
the,
Well,
the
he's not 5, he
command
graded
point,
it,
right?
didn't he?
No,
2
he's
plus a
sitting at
reroll?
half. So
Okay.
once he
And
goes
then-
below half,
Yep.
Alright.
You started with 9?
what's that? Is that the table?
Yeah, I think so.
You spent 2 to do that?
Oh no, he is degraded. Thanks. Thanks.
Vect is...
He is.
That's unfortunate. Alright.
Steven, how many command points do you have left?
I should have 3. I didn't
Okay.
start with 9, I started with 10.
Right, we got that.
Alright. Just trying to calculate how you
So
got
I
there.
Veterans.
Veterans once.
veterans once I auto passed and it didn't work.
Right.
I rerolled
Reroll.
on 4.
That's what I'm saying.
And I infiltrated once.
Oh, right.
Is that 2
Should
points?
be 5 then.
That's
yeah,
what
that's what we were
Alright,
looking at.
I'm
Like,
fine.
okay,
Okay.
good.
I think I was.
Cool.
Great.
I was like, that seems really low.
Yeah. It's like 3. Oof.
So 5 to 5. All right.
Okay, that's fine.
We're good?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
Cool.
So their move is 7.
Yeah.
We'll go to.
Keep them on track.
Right. It gets confusing sometimes
does.
when you play. You're like, oh, how
There's
many
a
do I
lot
have left? How
going
many do I
on.
have?
There's 30 stratagems per faction.
Yeah.
Or per
to 10
codex,
inches away from you.
Right.
So there's a ton going on.
Right. And it's
They all cost different things. Some of them have variable costs.
Yeah.
1/3, you know.
Right.
Um,
And even just like, as you play the game, you're like, oh, I think I spent this many. I think I spent that
Right.
many.
so tracking with the dice is always great.
Right.
But even then, it's always good to have other minds.
Some people have like little fancy like rotated
Yes.
counters.
That's that was the Kill Team release had that.
Oh yeah,
They
yeah,
got
yeah.
the 2 counters. It's cool.
I think there was a guy at ATC that had who was selling the wooden things. or whatever.
Nice, that's
They're really
Oh,
convenient.
the one that stands up.
Yeah, it like has
Yeah,
like angles
Intentionally
on
stay
it,
out
too.
It's like a
10 inches
console.
away from them.
It is.
That's what we're trying to
It's
do.
pretty cool.
Sure.
I'm a little comfortable with that. Okay.
Sounds good.
Deployment is Dawn of War style. It's an attack, so red is attacking from the top to the bottom, and Steven is defending. This is 40k at its best.
Indeed.
It's great strategy, great tactics, great use of just all of the mental powers that go involved in top tier play.
Yeah.
And it's lists that you, as far as I know, don't see a lot, especially in like meta, right? Like you don't normally see a ton of grotesque in
Right.
meta.
Yeah. I was gonna say you see Dark Elder, but you
Yes,
don't really
for sure.
see this kind of a list.
You
of
typically
Dark
see
Elder.
1 unit of protest.
Yes.
Yeah. Exactly.
But 2, and they're 2 Tim in, right? Yeah.
It's like if you're gonna
One's
go
right.
with one strategy, you might as well actually
you
go
just
with one
go
strategy.
all out. It's great.
So, I mean, it's the same thing with like Noise Marines, right?
Yeah,
Some people are like, I'll take like 10 or whatever. You're like, why? Just
Take-
go all out,
uh-huh,
right? Just
uh-huh.
just make it a thing. So, some people like Steven Cosgrove
Mm-hmm.
are like, I want to play Obliterators. You're like, how many can you play? You play 3 units of Obliterators. Like,
Right.
I'm playing as many Obliterators as I can.
Uh-huh.
He had a list before the Rule of 3 triggered. He had like 6 units of Obliterators.
That's cool.
It was so nasty.
Yeah.
It was so nasty.
That's one of the ones where the swing is really in the numbers.
Oh yeah,
Rather
for
than in
sure.
positioning and all
For
that
sure.
stuff. It's like purely based on
You just turn. It was like back in the day. It was like turn 1. You just drop down, do.
Uh-huh.
Like
Everything
that's dead,
everywhere.
That's dead. That's
Uh-huh.
dead. You're like, oh, I can't do anything anymore.
Right. And you didn't have fortified positions, so you couldn't take them on, cover.
Correct. And also,
Okay.
they're also Nash, so they're double tapping twice.
I just-
All right. Oh yeah, we're in round 1.
Getting too into it, man.
Phase. I know.
All right.
Okay.
And change the active player. Just there.
You put an X up top, or you got the whole round.
Thanks.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Looking at 9 inches up the edge there. And pushing it up a little bit more.
There we go. Big ol' X.
Nice.
Okay.
Change that. That's good enough. That's good. What's going on here? Let me do this. We'll zoom
Okay,
in.
just trying to slide a little bit so I can see your
There we
character
go.
over there.
And as he goes more downwards, I will continue.
Sure.
I'm going to. Nothing happens at the end of the movement. I'm going to go into psychic phase.
Okay.
Psychics.
Alright.
I have the smite from Armon going into this thing here.
Okay.
A plus count. A +1 goes to 6.
You can see the dice rolls better than we can over in person.
Yeah.
How many more you got after him? So he's got 2 more powers?
2 more, 2 more, 2 more, 2 more.
Let me see mine. 6.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try and deny that 6 with this guy here.
Okay.
So, Helm of Spite, right?
Right. And 7.
So he's going to take perils?
I take 2.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do a Doom Bolt here
Okay.
at +2. I should have done different. Alright. I'm going to do a smite into them.
Yep.
That +1 goes 10.
Okay.
Give me 3 mortal wounds, that's one.
Okay.
Get 4 wounds total piece.
Yep. 6 ups. So it takes 2.
I'm going to do a infernal. I'll just smite from there into here.
Okay.
Straight dice is 7.
Got it.
Give me 1 more.
Okay. Good. And then I take it.
Yep. I'm going to put a Weaver of Fates in that squad in front.
Okay.
Goes off on a 10.
Yep. So they've got a 6 up and more.
5
up and more.
I'm going to do a smite from here. I've already done a bunch of smites, it's too late. Should have done that first. I'm going to do a I'm going to smite from here. Goes off on an 11, +1 is 12.
Okay.
Armor on him. 4. He's the only one.
6s?
Yep.
Nothing?
One
So
there.
we got 1 left.
Prescience and the Noise Marie. Actually, let me check who's closest here.
No, it's the quiet time because it's all the stuff happening.
We're about 60
Oh, we're
inches away.
still in psychic break.
Yeah, we're still
We
saying
are-
yeah.
There's only one
One of the things
guy
I do
who's
like
gonna be able to
that
fire at
is
them.
it's
So
the
I'm
way
gonna put Prescience
it's just
on
a stream thing. It's just
Top
like
some of these things. 4s, right?
do you want to post it or you just want to? We talked about it at the beginning, so I don't think we need to.
Technically, this guy
I know.
obviously was
Yeah.
Well, he's still.
I'll do it in
Well,
second,
sorry.
Grim. And next movement phase when I have a second.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to pay attention to all the action. I'll
And
go to
four
the
there.
drive, Google Drive, and
Oh yeah, yeah.
Um,
Oh, they're over there. I gotta go get them.
Alright, I'm going to do a prescience
30
on my
now.
squad
that's
here.
about
And
30
that
and
has their
16.
line to you.
Close now.
+1 is 7.
Okay. I'm going to try and stop it with
Yeah.
this guy.
Good.
9.
Alright, one more. I'm going to Zinch's
50 players. 50.
Wow. Yeah,
That's
that's
good.
pretty good.
Actually, I'm going to work down the boards over here.
Thousand Sons cultists. I think there's
He-
Zinch cultists.
No, he has Thousand Sons Cultists with Mark of Zinch.
Dressed up.
Can I? I didn't know if I was in range.
Maybe same person.
Air conditioner.
Maybe.
Keeps it cool.
This guy.
It does.
So, need a 10,
Okay.
11.
Yeah. Yep.
Who went first in Nick and Adams?
Got,
We have no idea.
Nick went first.
Nick went first. Okay, Nick went first.
more spells going in there. Let's go pass one more.
How did you know?
Alright, I'm going to.
He's been here though.
He's probably got a text from someone
Oh,
else.
okay.
Probably from his brother. It's like
Ah, right.
Adams.
I'm gonna spend 1 to cast a Death X, an extra spell.
Okay.
Here, it's gonna go there. I need +1 and 7. That is cool. All those didn't go right. Alright, turn for shooting.
Okay.
I'm gonna fire this last gun here into that one guy.
Do it.
3s, hits. I'm gonna fire this Stormbolt here into that guy.
Okay.
2s, roll 1s.
Okay.
Give me 1 save if you cover. Stormbolt here.
Okay.
3s. 11.
Okay.
I'm going to fire.
What's up? How are y'all doing?
Closer to these
Congratulations on another successful year in the Marine Corps. Excellent on birthday. Hope you all had a wonderful night last night.
It was amazing. They did.
guys. I believe that I'm
Hey,
closer
and
to.
thank you for your service.
Thank you for your support.
If you want to be on a stream, we got about 50 people watching right now.
Come talk about
Like, it's Veterans Day, you know.
I'm going to close to the
No,
characters. So this guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Check here.
Only if you want to. But if you want, you can stay up there. You can switch the camera.
then probably not.
What are your names?
Sergeant Jones and Corporal Stanford.
Sergeant Jones and Corporal Sanford?
Stanford.
Stanford. Okay, thank you.
You got it?
All right. Actually, I'll just take your time.
You know what I mean? No, I appreciate everything you guys do. All right? It matters. I appreciate it.
Is that right?
Yeah, you're on them right now.
Nice. Awesome. Thanks y'all for everything. We appreciate it. Thanks for coming in today.
Sir,
Yeah,
thank
enjoy
you.
watching the game. Yeah, of course.
You guys have fun then?
Yeah, really interesting. Seeing all this stuff.
It's okay. You can be.
40K is big in the military, so you can probably find people you know that already play 40K.
Guarantee you, I know somebody who
Yes,
does it. I had my
guaranteed.
roommate last year.
Yep, people all over the military play it. So.
Yep, for sure.
I see that.
A lot of people in
shirts.
Florida.
Uh-huh. You guys hang out.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
And if you don't like any seats, we got plenty. So.
He's sweating. He's holding
I'm
his
always
in
sweating.
here.
Yeah, so that's 60 degrees in here. It's,
All right,
yeah.
I'm going to.
When you're playing, it's a full, you know.
And you're in it.
Experience,
Is
yeah.
that thing over there?
Okay.
I don't think it has cover at this point.
No, no, he can see you more than that.
I got 10 dudes.
I guess that's a
and,
good point to talk about what Toys for Tots
5
was
of
here.
them are rapid
Oh
fire.
yes,
Yeah. So this year we decided to partner, I think, with Toys R Tots,
Mhm.
and so we're doing a lot of donations this year
All right.
for the charity, and so people have been bringing in toys. I think we have partly donations going to them too. So it's been a really good kind of
Give me.
event. But yes, to answer your question, he
100%.
did sell Death X. So
That is
unfortunately,
so huge.
that was huge. He had a Q powers that didn't go off. That would have been really nice.
All right. Noise
Still
marines
shooting, right?
are.
We are,
in-
yeah.
Yeah.
Are too close to those guys.
Yeah, we got a webcam up there.
So they gotta do what they gotta do.
Here. Microphones, everything.
They're gonna pop shots.
So Hero Fates, he has access to both the Heretic Astartes and the other powers. So I believe he's okay to do that.
Just self shots.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think he's right. I think it just specifically is market.
3.
So the dice that we like in the middle, what does that say?
Oh, so that's the first. So it's tracking like commander ability, so to speak. So like if you had a general,
So 3s.
if you had a general like he was radiant wind something, it's like a
Gotcha.
command from the general, that kind of stuff. It's a special thing the normal units don't get to do themselves.
Okay.
But you can say, you know, I'm using this
Oh,
limited
that's
resource
one.
to
Yeah.
make it
Address
happen.
what's going on.
It's called a stratagem. So a strategy kind of thing. Yeah.
5.
I was wondering.
Uh-huh.
Some of them got it and some don't.
Right. Yeah, a lot of times it's like you can do different things in the game, and they cost points to do them, and so you start with a limited number of those points.
And choose what do you.
Don't you
Exactly.
fix it. Don't you do it.
So you
Some
might,
have cards that does special strategies and stuff
Right.
like that too.
so like maybe you have a unit that shoots
Okay.
twice, but that's going to cost you 2 points to do that. So, and not everyone can.
Command points on your
So
decks.
sometimes
See
you're like,
what works best for
And do
you.
I get
and what you
exactly
have.
reroll?
and you also have like a battle of how many command points do I spend? Because I know I can do certain things in the game later, but if I spend them all now, I can't do those
You
things
can get
later.
defeated
I
later.
could, yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Like, I might need that
They're all
later.
tracks, right?
Yeah, 6 racks and you're in.
Should send the Marines out.
All good.
Or you hold them.
Send them all.
So Steven got first blood.
Okay.
Nice. Very nice.
First blood on the Raider.
Yeah.
And I believe he will get the full 2 points for that because he went second.
So about that.
Okay. Right. Yeah. So he could not have gotten first blood. Yeah.
Strategically, I would
Okay.
probably sit the house.
We're still in shooting, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's always interesting, like having to disembark all your models before you take your transport
That's
off.
still in the
It
air.
means that you've got to really think about the placement, especially if there's enemy units. Now, right now it's not
Yeah,
important,
right.
but if there's enemy
Get
units
up
around,
close.
Alright.
it's rough. So my strict, you should
Alright. Here's
first
one there.
taken them out, and then you
I'm
would have
going
taken
to
them.
go ahead.
According to some folks watching know, you take the models out, disembark them after you roll to see who dies. Well, so you see if the vehicle explodes
Alright,
on 6,
here's
explodes.
your fire.
Then you see how many people die, because it's not just the
Regardless of
wounds. They don't get feel no pains, they just die. And then you remove the model, the transport after that.
Alright, so
That way you can measure to and from the transport while you're
I don't
disembarking
want to fire
models.
more
Like,
shots.
another little
Fire.
point of that is like, depending on where you end up, you have to end up one, I think it's 1 inch
One
away.
inch away from an enemy unit.
But that means you can still
Model.
do things like heroic intervention if you get too close.
Interesting.
Except,
Yeah.
so-
All very interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Heavy bolters there, big shot over there. Heavy bolters, 2 hits.
No, I mean,
That
Grim,
is
that's
probably
it's
less
great
than
that you're
5,
asking
so
questions
2.
so that we make sure we know, you know.
Right, yeah,
If it comes up,
So
Then one.
we
Right.
want to make sure it's right. Because the rules, there's a lot of rules. So,
There are indeed.
and I don't know Thousand Sons very well. So I know.
I don't either.
I know Dark Eldar pretty well.
Right. I don't. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Space Marines better than I know Thousand Suns.
Right.
So,
Right.
Three.
They're totally Space Marines.
right.
2 hits, 3s on the Ravager. You got one.
It's 3.
5 bucks.
7.
Give me 2.
6 please. Nope. Takes 2 damage.
Same thing. Heavy bolt is there, over there, and then
Okay.
big shot over there. Over here, if you have a better armor save, it's gonna be covered, but I don't know if you do.
What's your AP?
If you minus 1.
1. So they're 4.
No, I'm sorry. This is a heavy bolt. So I'm saying you're good. You're. It's minus 3 on the big gun.
Okay.
It's only minus 3.
No, it's always there. Well,
One save.
There's 6 of them.
Okay.
So.
One save there.
Nope.
Kills 1. Okay. And the big shots on that Ravager is 5 this time. Hit once.
He's got to, because if they survive, they're getting
This guy over here. Good.
I'm not sure that there's cultists over there, right? I'm not sure if cultists, they have enough shots to blow them off that. Well, it's like racks.
Heavy bolts are there, and big shots there.
Got it.
It's one rack?
Heavy bolts on the Ravager has been
4
over.
racks. So
4 racks, okay. Yeah, so 4
Hits,
racks.
shots,
You might get 1 or 2
6.
with all those Overwatch shots, but maybe.
Was that a 6 and a rest?
Maybe. I mean, at the math, I would put it at
It's
1
2
maybe.
to the highest for shots.
Oh, excuse me. Gotcha. My bad.
If they're able to shoot everything before charge. If he's behind the corner, obviously.
Give me 3 saves on your impulse in the Ravager.
Gotcha.
Down.
3 go through.
3.
You played before?
Give me,
I was just saying if I
Give me,
actually learned
5
how to
saves.
play, I feel like I'd be kind of hyped when I am.
He'll be the one y'all put out, like, you're distracting everybody else.
It's a fun game.
People play this in local game stores. So they're small,
So
they're
the
large.
first,
Sometimes
first
you
round
have dozens of
downstairs, so you
players.
go into.
You're used to people talking while you're
Got it.
playing. So, and people watching the stream. Of
I'm
course, we
gonna
only
go
have
ahead
the big
and-
mics here for them.
Right,
so.
right.
So do we have any games
Better
where
in line.
there's multiple people playing on?
Yep.
on
Yeah,
It's
you
called Apocalypse level.
Okay.
End of the world kind of stuff, you know. You got like
You got, like,
5
6 of
tables
these,
in a row,
yeah.
or 6 of them in a row, you know. And you play all day long, you know, or multiple days worth as well. So, yeah.
I won't be able to keep up.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's,
Too much time going on at one time.
that's invincible. My turn.
I haven't played an Apocalypse game in a long time.
6.
Yeah, they're good.
5.
They're fun, they're just tiring.
Albert
after a
Stewart
while, so.
gives us a thumbs up. Thanks, Albert Stewart. You give a salute to armed forces.
Yeah, that was what, 6.
My
I mean,
grandpa
probably
was in
eat
the
it,
Navy.
Nice.
My uncle was in the Rangers.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I can't remember what division he was in.
So it's roll.
My uncle was in, or my grandfather's in the Air Force.
Alright. Next one started in one sitting next to it.
Does he blow up?
Oh, yeah. Go.
Shred, Reed, Weaver.
Alright. And 1 Ravager down.
Yeah, that one's going to go into the Ravager.
This one here?
Yep.
Got it. This is the other squad, right?
Weaver,
Yes,
Weaver
yep.
Fates is the spell.
We'll reroll this count.
Or is that the
That was 3.
I believe
Yeah,
Weaver
there's something
Fates
about
is
Warlock?
Threes.
No, Weaver Fates is the
Pretty good still. I
Yep.
think you have cover at this point though,
You get the one
from where you're at.
Okay.
I'm sitting there looking
So,
above you. Yeah, I think you have cover. So that's
Let's see the
5
cover.
that you're safe.
You want to go grab it?
4s.
Okay.
1.
2.
2. 6s. Nope.
Okay.
Of course.
I've
Technology.
got just a bunch of cultists. They're gonna fire over here.
Okay.
Some bit
A
of
little bit more.
Let's do it.
I've got these 10 here, or just
Got
9,
the
so lost 1
Yep.
over there. 1, 2, 3,
Defense.
4s. Pretty good. And a 6 of 6s. Oh,
Okay.
and then over there, I've got 1, 2, 3 that are out of line of sight. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 that are red.
Got it.
So 30. I've lost 1 to 36.
You guys know what a tactical decision game is,
That's
right?
what you finna do
You ever heard of
now?
that? This is just it played out.
Yep.
So 36 plus 14.
We're still not shooting, right?
Here, I got a bunch of those.
I'm a
This
big
is
fan
long- this is
of
long
Marine
days.
tactics training. Your schoolhouses do a lot of tactical decision games,
this one?
which I wish the Army did more.
we're looking at this. I mean, we do like a little terrain models,
Right, exactly.
Yeah, they're both more deep in the terrain models, and you know, mapping out
what's
where
the
we're
question?
going and
The
stuff.
question is.
That's right. That's exactly.
Cultists are alpha.
That's what I'm saying.
Strategy of where
Therefore,
what's going to take care of direction.
But they don't get
It's
it.
the same kind of deal, right? Lock and tackle.
if you cast the
Oh,
power
they
line,
gain
they
a
gain a
five.
five.
Destroy.
Oh, okay.
Same kind of stuff. It's all about.
As a judge, you might.
It's just a little bit different, like
Yeah.
how it's
I
worded,
intervene.
but it's the same stuff.
Yeah. Yep.
Cool.
Is he already cast?
There's 20 more after this, but this is
Okay.
wounds to get started.
Need 6s.
1, 2, 3 saves for you
Okay.
guys. And then I've got 20 of those. So
Cool.
We just did.
There we
I
go.
got
Do a little
3
thanks
set
to
up.
Grim Hokage there. So thanks for pointing that out.
We'll correct it.
What's up?
It's Weaver of Fates.
What is?
It can only be cast on 1,000 slots units.
Yeah, there's a heretic starts. There's heretic starts.
Oh,
version.
got it. Thank you.
So.
There are two versions of the same power.
Oh, he's using the.
He's using
They have access to their heretic start spells.
Right,
as
I know
well as
that.
the
Thank you.
1,000.
Uh-huh.
Cool.
You're
I
welcome.
didn't think about
So he's
that.
not playing it as
1, 2, 3, 4,
Correct.
4,
He's
5.
playing it
Okay.
as
4s?
Sad.
It's Hereticus Astartes, right?
6s.
Heretic. Yes.
So sad. Kill the guy.
Sorry.
Okay. Fired. I want to fire again into that Ravager over there that's taken 2. I'm okay.
Okay.
I don't want to declare charges. I do not over there.
Sure.
Don't want to
We
declare
can try.
charges
We
over
can
here.
fight this out.
Alright, let's change that.
Alright, bud. It's your turn.
Okay.
Round checks if you have any.
So
They
yeah,
lost
this one
2,
says
so they
if
should be
manifests
fine.
such a visible Zinch Heretic Astartes unit.
Which
so they
would
are,
be-
and they have emergency, so they can have that. So, yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
So it's clarification on the power. There are two versions of basically the same power, but for different targets. So he's using the one from Heretic Astartes because they have access to it, which grants it to Zinch Heretic Astartes, which cultists with the mark of Zinch
Did I cast
are
one
a valid
up
target
there
for.
or no?
I did not.
So thanks for the clarification. That's
Yeah,
good to
that's
know.
good to know. It is.
Yeah. I didn't realize there's two versions of the
Right.
exact same thing.
Who's the guys' next one? That's weird. Okay. I don't remember.
You were gonna smite with him?
I know I didn't smite with him. I just don't remember why I didn't look into that flag.
Not even lit. Not even lit. He's hanging out my mouth.
Alright,
So stressed out.
points wise, I think Steven is sitting around. Well, he's got first blood for 2. I think that's it so far, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
In terms of points for getting up there.
I usually keep them for this one for the main.
Alright, max effective range of the
Oh, that's fine. No, I mean, I was just
Tracer
kind of
burn.
getting a mental tally. You got a tally at the end.
You tell you the end, right?
Right. I
Okay.
think it's all objective based mostly. Anyways.
So this like a piece
So
of
we'll
thing
find
now,
out.
or Is it a little stressful?
No stress.
it's stressful.
Oh, it's stressful.
It's
Yeah,
stressful.
yeah, yeah. It's stressful for us watching it too. Got to keep track of everything, and you have to know so much beforehand. You know, you just it's hard.
Sorry guys, I didn't read through the book
There's
and everything. I was like,
18
that's
packs?
intense.
It's a lot of stuff. I mean, it's a lot of it is repetition, right?
Yep.
Once you play over and over, you kind of like, oh, I know that. I know that. So.
This guy's gonna advance. We can reroll advances and charges this turn. That's a powerful thing. Take that. 17 inches.
Yep. Tuck them in there.
Got the Archon set down.
Uh-huh. It's interesting seeing the top-down view is really great to really see what's going on. You know.
I like that you can see through that building almost.
Yes.
On the right hand side.
Uh-huh. So you can see what's going on.
Checking on the updates.
There's nothing going on this other one on the left-hand side.
No. There's a Ravager behind it.
This whole thing is focused pretty much on this bottom right corner.
I'm having a tough time with this one. It's like they just shut down on me.
Yeah.
It's just saving for next round.
We'll see.
And these grotesque 4 wounds of pop.
Yeah,
A
that's
lot of attacks.
gross.
So when they get in, it's
Saving up for next round.
That's why they're covered in blood. It's all the ones he's gone through to get to round 5, right? As the tournament goes, you put more blood from blood on.
Right.
By the end, they're literally just red.
Just covered in it, like
Trails as you drag it across them. I did that actually with my night haunts. My night haunts are all
really?
blood covered. Well, it's called Slave Elves.
Yeah.
So it's got the one dude with the death knell. He's got the death knell, and that's got to have blood cover on it. And it's called the Slay Elves, play on words. So they're literally dripping and covered in blood. I feel like I saw it somewhere, but if not, it's fair. I don't think I'm the first one to do blood covered night haunts.
Sure.
But it's literally blood soaked. It's great. And it looks see-through, so it looks like you can see the skeleton underneath.
Cool. Yeah.
And it looks like it's just blood. Oh, it's great. By the way, Blood for the Blood God is a great paint.
It is indeed. It is indeed.
A little off topic, but it's all 40K related. Alright, we still got plenty of folks. You can watch it on any platform you want to. We got it linked up here. I'm going to pin it as the top comment if you want to watch it on Gigabytes TV. You can watch it wherever you'd like to. It's 1080p on YouTube and Twitch, and it's 720p, I believe, on Facebook. So if you need that little bit of extra definition, you pop over to YouTube or Twitch.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yep. It's not so much when you're watching on your phone, but if you're watching on a large tablet or a TV or monitor, you can see the difference.
Yeah, for sure.
Next year we'll have 4K cameras up above, so it's going to be a 4K that we can zoom in via the OBS studio. So, yeah. So instead of having to stay out like this, we'll be able to zoom in all the way, and then.
I mean, a lot of this is like very fast.
You'll see dust on the models.
You're like, how long have you not used this model? It's been here a while.
Yeah.
I literally have models like that sit on my, dresser at home. And like, they're collecting dust now because like I just haven't used them in so long.
I need to put when you put them around the windows. It's like the wrap. It's like plastic. From the kitchen, but you put it on the wall. You didn't put it on your shelf,
Oh right,
put it for the someday to be used armies, and just seal off your shelf.
So I actually have a glass cabinet at home.
Nice. It still gets air, right?
Yeah, and like it's not airproof, but it's like
every once in a while it gets.
Yeah, but it's not nearly as dusty as the rest of the house because it seals up pretty well. So
human skin, man.
Yeah, it's that, and then also you just keep your stuff in foam in a box. If you're not using it for a while, anyways.
All right.
All right. Well,
the 4 racks are going to be charging.
It looks like they're gonna. I can't tell. The Rosemary's at one.
Okay.
Yes, I believe it is.
The ruin-ish thing.
Done.
How much can I do, man?
I can't tell.
Yeah. Oh, these are still cultists on the screen there that are.
That's what I thought.
There's 2 different units, right.
Yeah,
So you can tie to traders these if they get, if they're able to screen properly, you can later tie to traders them.
Maybe. Yeah.
So it could do
Seems
that.
like a waste, but
Exactly. But then those are Rosemary's behind, and then we still those are Havocs, right? Those are all Havocs up in the top.
Indeed.
Yeah. So we got Havocs here on the bottom right.
So he has options.
Yeah.
And then here comes the second unit of racks or
Grotesques,
rather.
I need to pop that up in my stat line to see how many attacks they have.
They have 4 attacks.
Yep.
And then they have a weapon that gives them an additional attack.
Right.
So they're gonna have
That's
5.
the cleaver, right?
Yeah, and so that one's AP -2, and then the other one that doesn't give them an extra attack. I mean, they just use, but so it ends up being 5 attacks.
Gotcha. Thank you.
That's a lot.
Yes. and you get attacks, and you get attacks. Per model. And 10-man squads. Yeah.
Assuming none of them died anywhere else.
At AP2. I'm pretty sure they're hitting on 3s. Strength 5. So most everything's on 3s.
3s, man. That's. You're looking at like.
Any rerolls, Red?
What's that?
Any rerolls at all in those?
Unless I do a stratagem for 2
Gotcha.
CP that allows me to reroll all wounds.
Gotcha. But no hits, right?
Right.
Alright.
That's all my movement. Cyber phase. I'm going to attempt to Let's try a 7 to jinx these guys. Here.
Psychic, yep. Here we go.
7.
Needs a 7.
Got a 10.
Yeah. Deny. Doesn't work.
Okay. So they.
That's a tough one. You have a, let's see, 16% chance.
These guys
if you
can
need to, if you have to beat it, right?
I'm gonna try
Oh, in that case, it's like 11. If you had to get a 12, it would be an 8.5%.
This guy's from this one.
If you just to give one number, it's 8.5%.
So he's going to try and doom these guys here. I need a 7 with a reroll. So I got a 7. Let go.
Deny. He's got it.
So they're doomed. And then he's going to do an executioner on the closest unit, which will be these guys.
Yeah.
Needs a 7. Reroll. Perils. So goes off. And then.
I'm tempted to deny, but I don't really want to.
Sure. So
I
no,
don't-
you're not going to deny?
No.
Okay. D3. Take 2.
Apparel.
Oh no, that was me on my perils.
Oh,
Because I rolled 2 6s. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damage?
So
Apparel's does, but does go
D3
off.
rolls.
Yep.
So 3 mortal wounds. And then because I stayed a mile, another D3. So 3 more.
Oh.
Okay.
That was the optimal, well, almost optimal. I mean, obviously it's the peril, but optimally effect of that. So,
Second phase is over. Gonna start shooting. I'm gonna put this one into the Jinx squad. Eating 3s, rerolling 1.
4s.
4s, thank you. 4s, rerolling 1.
Alpha Legion.
Yeah.
-1 to hit. Although, I don't think he gets to reroll, so.
Yeah, he rerolls once.
Once, right. Okay. But not reroll fail. Right, good.
Eating
Modifier.
3s, rerolling 1s from the rip of the unit. So 5. AP minus 3 and then minus 1.
Saying 1, so it's
Not a body. Tyranids on here. They're in the turn 2, in turn 1.
That's all one squad?
Shooting,
No, it's 2 steps.
and, didn't do a lot of damage. Adam killed Nick's high guard. And
3 disintegrator cans from here into the same into this squad here.
First turn.
Eating 3s to 4s, rerolling 1.
Jinx killers. And surrounding Adam's army to push him in the corner.
Eating 3s, rerolling 1.
That's where it's right
And
now.
then top turn 2, Adam is going. And
Columbo.
Adam has killed Nick's
Okay.
warlord Hightower.
And then this guy is that's what.
So it's back and forth. Very tense.
Can you take the cell phone photos?
Got it.
You got some stuff. I'm gonna show it on the webcam.
I will
I'll
target.
I'm gonna check the chain or what?
No, no, on the screen.
Like this little thing right
This is the other squad over here, right?
This is the red squad.
Yeah. He's gonna target those guys.
Yeah.
They're targeting which ones?
The back cultists here.
Okay.
There's 4 dudes
Back cultists, got it.
over here.
Yeah,
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 good,
yeah,
good,
yeah.
good.
4's a hit. No reroll.
Took him square. I hate that.
Oh.
That's okay.
So
Clear
swipe to the right.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
And
3s. No reroll.
Oh man. Look at that.
So this is from Adam Abramovitz and
What's y'all?
Nick's games. Oh,
Very meta.
Nice.
You're watching yourself.
That was a good game.
I'm gonna do a sniper round from here, so it'll be a -1 on Arimon. So it's from the. I'm gonna do both of them. The 2 guys, I'll do one at a time.
and they walked out.
They move. No, they're inside. They can shoot. It's open top.
But it did move there.
They moved to -1. Yeah.
Thanks for coming in, y'all.
Take care.
He's gonna. Hey, thank you for everything. We
So did you attack first?
We all.
No.
Oh man.
We appreciate it.
That's a lot of good action going on.
Thanks for everything you do for them. Thanks. Take care, all right? Okay, so first sniper shot on Arimon. Leading in 4. Nope.
So Grim,
Second shot.
if you go,
Hits.
it's in the Battle Scribe version. I have to look in the regular book.
So that's
Double check.
Darling says it's next to the
That's
other
the same
blue
as-
box.
Okay. So he should be down 3 wounds.
It's next to the other.
Mark
It's a
it.
blue box, basically.
Oh, got it.
So it's next to the regular one. I guess that's what he's saying.
Okay. He's
No,
gonna
no,
shoot
no.
his blaster into these
Pretty sure it's
cultists.
You get
Needing a 3.
So you would
reroll
know if it
one,
wants these
doesn't
signals
matter.
to this.
Okay, what?
So I keep this open.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So you see it all.
I think we'll both still 5 points.
I think so, yeah.
He's gonna shoot into
I think the problem
those noise
is-
marines.
yeah.
Steven knows Red has
4, needing 3.
He could
4.
pass.
Oh, he's within 12.
That makes
so
it always
he's
tough.
3.
Is the vital one he needs to use
Exactly.
can be just
3 shots.
Right.
Failed hands, so I reroll once. So 4 hits, needing 4. So two saves on noise marines.
I got 2 out of cover, so 3 ups.
Okay.
Might just take out the cover a little bit. Yes. Feeling 1.
Okay.
That one will fire at your racks.
Okay.
3s. Roll ones. And toughness, Uriel is.
Uriel's right back here, so he should be within 6.
So 2.
Okay. 4 up. Good. Okay. And then his guns into these guys up here.
You have
Yeah, let me
range?
check.
I don't think you do.
Okay.
It's 12, right?
Yeah, it is 12, yeah. Okay. Noise marines then. 3s rerolling 1s.
That's this guy or that?
No, it's
okay.
from
Okay,
him
okay.
to-
3s reroll.
Yeah, he gives him the reroll 1.
You're also built one.
Yeah, that's I guess I don't need to even bother now. So no.
1 hit.
That's
One
AP
red.
minus 3.
6 up. Kills 1, Hellfire. I'll probably the guy just standing right in front of me, I guess.
Okay.
Throw 1s.
Cool.
And 4s. Give me 2 armor 6.
Okay. 3s. Good. Alright, now he will shoot into these guys. So he's going to shoot that and his laser lance.
You say both.
Rayleigh's Venge won't have range, but the rest
Yeah,
of them.
yeah.
He'll shoot his laser
Yes.
lance
Yes.
at. He's not going to shoot his laser lance.
Dice or
just
fickle?
those. Yeah. Needing 2s, rerolling 1s. Okay. 4s. So 1 and then 2 reds.
3 ends, 5 ups. Kills them both. And then the armor is 1.
Good.
1 left over there.
Okay. Shot. I'm gonna shoot. Nope. That's everything. Okay. I guess I'm gonna. Let's see. Wait. It's 9 really.
3 right
Okay. This guy is going to charge anytime that he charges. He's charging everything within 12 inches because nothing in Overwatch.
Oh, great.
We're in the church, yes.
So he's in charge.
Yep. Actually, you just do charge phase.
So
Just
7.
probably like 2 or 3 charts.
So it's going to get him right there. What's the Arimon's save?
3 or 4.
3 or 4? And what's that corn dude have?
Just powers. Just power.
It's just a power mix. Check something in
I
the
didn't pay for the rope.
Let me zoom this out a little bit and show folks what's going on in the top left, so you're
So you
got
got
the
a
full
charge of
tactical awareness.
So we're going to go.
Oh, yeah,
There we
so
go. I think these
that
bottom left are
They're
You need to be
demos.
dimensional that guy there.
Those are
Disregard those.
yeah.
So really,
Alright.
It's like that.
like this
Um,
is our effective map.
Those are-
And the 3 baskets at the bottom. Sorry, those are down there.
Usually assault games tend to end
These
up like
guys
that
gonna
too, where you
charge
get
the
the one like
noise
just
marines
push in the middle
and-
or push wherever.
That's it.
That's pretty
So
much
these
what
are- this guy's
game
charging?
mostly.
There's a
Easy.
homunculus between the 2 grotesque groups.
Yes.
Nope.
which
Warlock's gonna try.
gives him that extra toughness.
I don't think
That's
you
great.
really
Actually,
go
that's
down,
a distance,
down
yeah.
and over, right? Racks are gonna charge them and him. So get your Overwatch with this. Okay. I get to reroll my charge distances. So I need a 6 to get there. 7. I'll be right back. Okay.
Our
I need an 11 to get
What?
to him.
so I was trying to focus on.
I need 11 to get to the noise breaks. So these guys charging.
1 hour and a half.
Thank you. 9. I'm gonna reroll that. Nope.
So that's 6. Come on, man. I can't stop a single firepower and I can't pull one off on you, so I just need your charge phase does not work.
These guys are going to charge your cultists, so you can go ahead and start getting your Overwatch ready. And
Got everybody in line of sight.
see if that Chaos Wards.
Where's 12 of everybody else?
And I'm also going to declare your Chaos Ward over there.
So was the seer or the?
There's a Seer, there's the Warlock.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
What's the Warlock have left? He took 2 wounds.
He has 3, or let me check, it should be 3.
You both have still have 5 command points.
Thank you.
Okay. I think so.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what I was.
Okay.
Alright, I have 6 is first 30. I have the full squad, so 36. So it's 60, 40, 72. So this twice plus 12.
So he has 4 wounds left. Let's take 2.
He's at 60.
Yeah, 60.
I need a little pointer thing. Where do I get the pointer?
What's the question? Is there a question?
No, I want to show people because they can't see what's underneath the building.
Oh.
So I want to tell
That's
them.
2 so far.
2?
With 30.
So if you're all watching, there's the Farseer, which you can kind of see on the right-hand side to the bottom left of the group of grotesques. But to the left of that is both a Warlock on bike, and then there's the Urian Raykarth, which is between the 2 groups of grotesques. And there's the Homunculus you can see inside the bubble of grotesques on the middle. And right now Steven is throwing his Overwatches, 72 Overwatches, 6s and 6s again?
Yes.
Yep.
One more.
Because they're tough 6
3
with
total.
the
And last one.
Homunculus.
Yeah, 12 more.
Okay. Sorry. By all means, keep going.
No 6s, 0 1s.
Okay.
No 6. It's not 6. Those 3.
Alright, 3 for us.
2.
Okay. 2 6-ups.
Feeling no pain. Okay. 2 damage.
Sure. Okay. Alright. So I'm going to charge.
And the charge. It's going to need
I need, just to get to him, I need a 3.
3, yeah.
And then to get to the Chaos Ward,
Good
moving
eyesight.
through this building,
About 11.
it's going to be, I would, 10? 10.
Yeah.
Alright, 10. Let's go, boys. 8 weeks. I'll take that 8.
Mm.
I need a little bit of help here. I'm going to try and do this, and if you can, it should be the front of his base right there.
So you got a mark.
Right there. And you set him right where you got him marked, so I can see that. Thanks, man. Everything all right, Chad?
They think I have it.
You got a card or something?
No, I think like he's kind of swung it back to his favor now.
I'm gonna lose this game.
Yeah. It's looking pretty, who's favorite?
Outside,
Nick or?
I think Nick might have it.
Okay.
So I didn't see it, but I've heard stories about.
I've heard the stories of the Tyranid versus Tyranid.
Yeah.
It's great. Right. So
He is not.
leaving space. He
He's
just
still
got.
on
He
the
charged
targets.
2 groups.
Yep.
He needed a 10 to get to the bottom right group, but he only got an 8, so he definitely gets into the one he was only 3 inches away.
Gotcha.
So very good odds of getting to that. And
double charge sometimes.
yep, and they're cultists, so they're hitting on 6, wounding on 6 against those.
Okay. Hitting on 4. Hitting on 4 sections.
Overwatch.
And then the.
Sorry. They're overwatching
yeah.
on 6s.
Cool. Yeah. That's good.
Wounding on 6s.
Okay.
So I think they got 3.
Those were.
But 2 of them went through
the
extra
charges.
damage. So.
Oh, nice.
Okay. I'm gonna start with.
Here we go. The fight.
How many
phase.
attacks to the noise marines have?
2 apiece.
2
So the
apiece.
sergeant has 3.
Mhm.
2 apiece. You have how many command points left?
I have 5.
5. I'm going to activate this guy.
I'm gonna grab some water. You can hold on.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
I'll go.
Here.
Yeah, I'll go this one.
You got it behind me.
And he's going to put all of his attacks against Orange.
All right, John's gun. We can have fun now.
Sure. This one. 4 attacks. Okay, needing 2s, we're going 1. Okay, 3. Strength 6, needing 3s. So 3 at AP minus 4, you're in.
I failed all 3 of them. So
2 damage apiece.
Stays.
Yeah, let's Armon down.
And he will consolidate into this guy right here. He's in a basement.
I don't really want to touch anything, so I
There.
don't know how it works.
Okay. I will try to see if I get CP back
For what?
for your 2 down run.
No, I'm not
Oh,
interrupting.
you're. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. I thought you were
not interrupting. Go-
Sorry,
go
I thought
ahead.
you said you were interrupting.
No.
My bad.
I think
My
you already,
bad.
you already got one back this turn, anyways.
It's a new turn, right?
No,
I got
it's
one
his
last
top
turn.
Got it.
turn. I haven't spent anything.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'm with you. Thanks, though.
This round.
I'm gonna do the racks. Okay. 2 apiece. Need 3. Okay. Needing 3.
Yeah. Strength 4, strength
2 at your armor save. 1 and a 3.
4. Okay. 1 drops. Put that one there.
How does that?
That might be yours.
Uh,
I have 2 whites. I have 2 whites.
Okay.
Alright, that one, is going to fire, I guess some degree tests over here, as long as they're going to fire any real weapons at.
Okay.
Alright, so, yeah, we'll put 1 in there, so that one's going to go and fire there.
Okay.
That doesn't hit, it's a reroll. Doesn't hit again, 25, okay.
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 All right. No interrupt.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Grotesques. Get this thing off the screen. Phil come.
I'm such an idiot. Fuck that up. Cool.
All right.
Yeah.
Something you need?
No, it was a mistake I made. It's done.
Okay. If you need something to go back, I understand.
I need to heroically intervene on him and base him and stop him getting an arm on. I didn't do that. So that's too late.
Oh. Okay.
I'm back. Just checking in on the Nick versus Adam game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay. All right.
Okay, I got one.
It's still
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure.
pulling
Adam
toward
will-
Nick, I think.
Right. I think Adam's probably getting the fuck out of the game probably.
Okay.
Yep.
So.
So what I'm going to do is all the colored dice are AP -2, and all of the gray dice are on 6s cause more wounds.
And you're really
Check
doing
on our-
all of them. You're good.
How can the Noise Marines fire out close combat? What?
So yeah, it's in their like FAQ is if they elect to use their other guns, they can fire at a target, but they can't fire at the one that they're in combat with
Unless
Gotcha.
they're pistols.
unless they use their pistols. Correct.
right.
So that's how he's able to fire that.
So that's for on our Twitch chats. Yeah.
Needing 3s.
What was that other question? I'm not sure if you can mix or whatever.
What killer Armon can't see what model it is? What
It's my-
killed?
It's a converted Autark.
Oh, okay, so it's an Autark, gotcha.
My Autark with his laser lance on the charge.
Everything.
Yeah. Needing 3s.
Yeah.
Go back to the other one for a second.
Yep, Twitch.
Not sure if there's a flow chart, but I think they have the option of using. Oh, right.
That was
Yeah.
me.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it. Cool. Yeah.
You're strength 6, right?
Yes, sir.
Ask the TO beforehand. I mean, no.
Reroll.
But ask the TO about using the Dark Hereticus stuff. It needs to be fun.
He's good.
Yeah,
he's
he's
good. Because I think the FAQ allows you to
Use.
choose which one you want to use.
Either way, like I have no issue with it.
Right.
So.
Right.
How many morals?
It's
It
it's
is.
the internet, really.
Right. It is.
And it's great that we have folks that are checking
Yeah,
us.
Six.
because they definitely
Thanks
caught
y'all
one or
for
two
doing
things
that.
before.
6 more wounds
Yeah.
out the gate.
Because we got 6 on
How many
YouTube,
And then
Yeah.
18, 17, 18 on Twitch, and a little over a dozen on Facebook.
Right. Yeah. That's good.
So,
Yeah, sorry.
Armon failed all 3 saves.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
20.
not looking great.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17. Wasn't easy to throw this up here. Fives?
Nice.
There's a few. Not many. It's actually below average.
So
it's
15.
5, so 15 drop. Where's this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9.
So the cleavers are just damage, but they're 2 AP. 1 damage, 2 AP.
Yeah, 1 damage. So they've got the one that gives them the additional attack.
Right.
Cleaver, right, and it's -2 AP.
Uh-huh.
1 damage.
1 damage.
And then
Lots
the
of
other,
hits.
the claws, are on 6s. They cause mortal wounds. So I do
Right.
4 claws, and I do 1 additional attack from
Uh-huh.
the cleaver.
Wow.
All right.
Okay, so I just killed 21,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna pile in, I guess.
Consolidation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
consolidate, yeah. And then, just a little closer. Okay, and then, done. I have attack, sir. It is now your Space Marines and your cultists.
Space Marines coming in. We can swing. Swing the dudes. I'm swing my.
He says that was huge.
Yeah.
That was big.
Yeah. Armand's a big character.
Yeah.
So.
You have so it's 6 wounds in this guy?
Yes.
I'll put. Actually, do you mind if I do this character first here that you walked
No,
into?
go right ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
FAQ for T-Sons or
I'll go first.
CSM.
3s, roll 1s. Sorry.
It's
or the guy. Strength 5, so 3s. Give me 2 thimbles.
Okay, it's 4 up.
Take 2.
Nothing.
2d3. Give me 4.
Okay.
And then on the Chaos Lord here, I'll hit.
It's easier when the picture's low.
Between 5,
Three
3s.
Space Marines.
Give me 4. That's your
All
envelope.
right.
Huh. That's index.
I know. Okay. But I don't. Yeah.
Words.
He's done.
I think we just looked at this one a while ago.
Yeah, it wasn't for.
Consolidation.
Autark's dead, killed by the 2 characters.
Okay. Altark is down.
Okay. We have to inch that. Alright, Noise Marines, we're gonna do what Noise Marines do best.
Okay.
Fight in combat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One's a sergeant, so.
Okay, so another 10.
To shoot the unit, doesn't it? Oh, okay.
So actually, what it says, can he shoot the unit that he's in combat with? The answer is yes, but he uses the pistol. Right.
But it has to be a viable target,
Yes.
right? So if he's engaged in melee,
Sure.
you couldn't use that
3 more
ability to
seconds
shoot
of
something
your
outside of melee.
4 up.
Because with a pistol, you have to shoot what's in melee.
Correct.
All good.
But so there's no rule
then,
that says you have to shoot the unit in combat, right?
Give me 2 more.
Okay.
Not here.
There's
That
no-
you're engaged with?
Correct. You don't have to shoot them. But the answer is, can I shoot them?
Right.
Or the question is rather, can I shoot them? The answer is yes, but you have to use your pistol. AKA, you can't use your Noise Marine gun.
Gotcha.
So, alternatively, it says, can a Noise Marine, is saying using Apocalypse, shoot any viable target, or does it have to shoot the unit that killed him? No, you can shoot any viable target.
Right. I just thought the pistol had to be shot at the unit you're engaged with.
How many command points do you
It
have?
does, right?
I have 5.
Okay.
But you don't have to use the
I want
pistol.
to auto
is
pass
what he
these
said.
guys.
Okay.
So a viable target is anything that you can elect to shoot.
If I
Shooting
make
goes,
you fail,
pick a
what does
unit,
that do?
pick a or sorry, pick a unit
Hold
to
on.
shoot, pick a
I need to roll
viable
2 up to
target,
kill them all.
choose a weapon,
Okay.
and then
one that's
fire.
I'm
So
going to
you
vector.
pick a viable unit after you
Do I
die,
get yours?
which is your Noise Marine. You pick a target, which is
so
anyone
hey,
you
you went
actually
up
could
with
normally.
CP? Sorry.
You want to up one CP?
Yeah.
You tried to vect me.
I'm using vect.
Oh.
And so first, here's my 4.
This is
So I
vect
got
on-
my 4 CP back
Okay.
from vect. So I do
Got
get
one.
1.
Okay.
Okay.
And,
And then now here's my vect roll.
Okay.
He will get 1 back. Red.
So 5 minus 1.
So I
So
stopped.
mine's refunded to a 7 or a 6 at this point.
See,
I need
6.
2 up for them to all just perish. Because I have exactly enough. It's at a dice plus enough to kill. 1. No, they all die.
Okay.
Run away. Alright.
And so how many CP do you have left?
I should have 2 left.
2 left.
2 and
Yes.
6.
5 went down to 1, but you got 1 back.
Yeah.
And I have 6 left.
So cultists, I believe, tried to use the 2 CP to
Alright,
stay
we should
around.
go
Noise
here.
Marines
I
are
lost
restricted
1
to
of
shooting
mine.
into
Legendary,
combat.
I lost 4.
Like, that's
I
fun.
need 4 to die. Kills them here.
What?
Hit out 2.
So like you can only shoot.
And
The
the other
only
one.
thing you can shoot in melee while
Plus-
you're engaged is a pistol, right?
Correct.
Alright.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So
So I'm
you, I think we're just talking around, not really saying.
So they have 2 weapons, right?
Right, Noise
they have
Marine
a,
gun
They have a Noise Marine
and
gun
pistol.
and they have a pistol.
Yes.
If you want to shoot the guys you're in combat with, you have to use your pistol.
Yes.
Otherwise, you can use your other gun and shoot anyone outside of combat.
But can you shoot if you're
I
engaged? Can
am
you shoot someone
done
else
in
outside of
combat.
combat? Like if I'm engaged with right over there,
Correct.
can I shoot something outside of combat
That
while
one
I'm
turned
engaged?
2. Nice.
I don't think you can. I think you have to shoot pistols in combat because you're within an inch of somebody. Your unit is within an inch of an enemy, so you're engaged.
Right.
So that's basically what we're saying. So
So actually, it's not as if it was the shooting phase. I think that's the thing, right?
Well,
That-
we do run it as if it's the shooting phase by Kelly. It is not natively by its shooting phase.
gotcha.
okay.
Oh, so according to Warzone, it is.
According to
it's a
Warzone,
shooting
it
phase.
is.
You can keep moving. I
Thank
gotta
you.
go use the restroom.
So it's
We'll
movement
watch 'em.
phase on top of 3.
All right. 1 hour and 11 minutes.
And change that to active player down. Score top player. Put an X because we can't know until there.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Okay. As if it were the shooting phase. Interesting.
Has to back up a little bit.
Welcome to all 20 folks on Twitch. This is the
Yeah.
championship game. So top 2 players duking it out. Warzone House, where yes, we have our own. I think it's a list
We do.
that's available for people to see that are specific rules for Warzone.
Yeah, we
things
do have
that
our
weren't
own.
necessarily. It's like an FAQ, right?
It is an FAQ.
Things that weren't necessarily clarified to our satisfaction.
Right.
So that we can clarify things going into it and say
Right.
these are how we're dealing with these things that have been problems because they weren't properly FAQ'd for
Correct,
us, right?
yeah.
So just like every other major event has certain things that they've done.
or if there was some like ambiguity from an FAQ still, like
right.
we made it so it's like okay, no, this is actually how we're gonna play it, just for clarity mostly.
Yep. Most things are fine. It's just little things.
Yeah.
Like that's a good one to know that we've
Right.
ruled it that way. So that's good. 26. Woo.
Oh man.
Yeah. So right now we are on movement.
Good.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Alright, going in. I'm dropping the nobles here.
Okay.
I'm going side phase.
Like it is.
I'm gonna go ahead and start with the
Here we
death
go.
here.
Okay.
At +2. Goes off on an 8.
8. Okay. I'm gonna try and stop it with my dude here with the helm. So I need a 9.
Dude, please.
9.
Just please stop doing these. And you can't stop it. But you can if you roll with 1 and 6.
I roll 6.
17% chance of 6.
Didn't get
It's
it
a 3 and a
last
1.
turn, so
Is that worth a command point?
Nope.
You have 2 left.
Nope, goes through. Alright, I'm going to do a smite here.
Okay.
See your face.
Goes off in a 7.
There we go.
What else? How many more we
now.
got? We got.
2 more here, 1 there, 1 there.
I'll take the smite.
I said I can't see your face. And I go, are you a believer?
Give me 1.
Okay.
This one.
It's all good.
Joke.
It's all good. That's why I didn't laugh.
I'm going to go ahead and do the Agonies over to
The blitz.
the Blitz. Actually, I'm going to do Diabolic Strength
Oh no.
to this sorcerer.
Video freeze is freezing. Let me check.
Goes off in
We're
a
not
9.
dropping any frames, so we should be good.
It's probably on your
let's
end.
see.
It
Man.
might be. You try refreshing, not gonna miss too much.
Yeah.
What
Right?
else you got? What
I
other
think.
powers you got?
2 more. Well, I have a.
I mean, he's
Doom
just
Bolt for
doing all
another
the stuff
smite.
that
I
matters
have,
right
I
now,
don't
you know.
have time anymore.
Oh, it's like,
Infernal Gaze and a smite.
this is
for,
gripping stuffing.
It is, yeah. It's good.
And I can
Just
switch
turn
trade
around
powers
right
at
now.
anything on the table, but.
I will take. I'll try and deny that diabolic strength.
Oh, 9?
Yep.
Man.
It's 5
Fucking
now.
annoying, man.
Five
That's
denies
5
throughout the
denies,
game?
something like that.
What's that?
That's a lot of denies.
5 denies
in
you
the
got.
game.
I've
3
had
rounds.
1 power go off of like a random smite.
Yeah,
too.
Right.
Alright,
Golly.
I'm gonna go ahead and go with smite here.
T-Sons,
+1.
that's tough.
It is.
It's a cut day.
Yep. It is. Goes on.
8, 9. Give me 3 over here. Fun things.
Nice.
6s.
Nope.
Gates up 3. So 2 and then 1 there. Okay. I am going to.
That is. What is left? Basilisks in.
Basilisk,
I'm
Oblitz.
gonna do
I think there's one
smite
Havoc
here.
squad.
Okay.
Just going
Yeah.
straight.
Havocs. There.
Got a
And
few
those
noise
cultists
marines.
that
So
are on
7.
the objective.
Yeah, he's got a few nose marines.
Yeah.
That's from him.
Round
And
2.
clear.
Okay.
It's
I'll let it go.
His Ravage is putting a lot of work.
Give me 1 more.
Yep. They just. And there's still that Raider that has Sprax in it. So
Yeah.
it's available for
Infernal Gaze is all
swooping
that's left.
in. By the top
I'll put it.
of 4, they can be
So you
outside
have
of it
4 left
to
in this
do
guy?
whatever they
Yeah,
want.
how many? So you got 3?
No, he's got.
Oh,
What?
they get +2.
No, so he should be.
Yes.
It's like,
Yeah.
I'll do Infernal
There's
Gaze.
still 2 more units
here,
way
I
up there
guess.
that are ready to come in.
right.
Goes off.
And there's not a
You know what,
single
it's
wound
eight.
on any of those vehicles up the
I've got
top
one
left.
more after this. I stopped him.
Yep, you do. Alright, I'm gonna get another power.
Okay.
It's gonna be Doom Bolt. It's gonna go on those guys over there.
1 CP.
Goes off on nothing. And you roll. Needs to roll 7. +2. Right. Shoosting. So bad. So bad. Alright. I've got some bolt pistols over here.
We're actually only in round 2.
I know. I did say to run. Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
On the thing.
Some
it's
bolt
like-
pistols over there.
For some reason, I was thinking,
Yeah, bottom of 2.
Force.
dang, we are still on
Give
2.
me 3.
My mind, yeah.
On who?
Just the use it on combo.
Thanks, Red.
Yeah.
Dang.
One more.
I didn't catch any of it. It was like, someone would be like, whoa.
Goes
When I
fast.
switched to this movement phase, I was like, oh, it's.
Right.
Sorry, man's shooting phase now. My bad.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, sorry.
No,
I
you're
I
fine.
changed it to round 3 on the texts.
Okay. Alright, the Oblits are going to declare targets over here.
Okay.
The strength is 7.
Okay.
The AP is irrelevant.
Yep.
The damage is one. I'm going to command point it.
Okay.
Dude, just stop. Wow, there you go. Here we go.
There you go.
I'm going to pop veterans.
Okay.
Puts me down to
One more.
3.
Okay.
Veterans.
Right as I type.
Right.
There we go.
1, 2. Dude, if I get a Doom Bolt off once, the unit stops moving. Like if it had gone off here on the 7, the unit just stops in its tracks. If I go over here, it just stops in its tracks.
Yeah.
But then again, you rolled 11 and 12 on those, so it
been a
doesn't
lot of
matter. I
denial.
just stopped. All right.
May the dice be ever in your
Well, you
favor.
don't have any more denies after that because you got 1, 1, and 1, right?
He's got 2.
Oh, he's 2. All right, over there,
Yeah.
3s. Ruling 1s. And 2s. Hold 4 1s out.
So you think 4 rounds? I mean, it goes
6, 6, 6.
Okay.
You don't have armor involved.
So I have
So
a 6 up, but -1, so I have no armor. So I'm just going to do it like this, right? Okay, so these 3 are going to kill him, right? The next 3 are going to kill this guy. The next 3 are going to kill this guy. I do have my feel no pains, right?
Right.
And then that's going to be 3 on this guy. So I need to roll 3 here. 6s. So he's going to die. Okay.
you roll 3 3s,
I'm
3
going to
6s.
roll 6. Need 6s. So he's
Roll
still
3
alive.
6s. Okay.
And so he's going to take this one right here.
Dude, I can't stop the fucking thing. He dies.
Okay.
They're covered in blood, that's why.
And 1 more. 1, 2, I
Makes
guess.
you roll better.
And then he's got 2 more.
Man.
Nope. So he's going to die.
Okay. Alright. I've got some snowballs. So they do have 6 of armor suits?
They have
For
6 up armor suits.
Okay. So full first snowball here. 3s. You're running 1s. And 5s. Give me 2.
Okay. 2
Here's the
6s.
advance.
Nope. 2 more.
The next storm bolter. Another. And good storm over there. Roll 1s.
Cool.
Give me 1 more.
Okay. 6. No. 6.
And then the Inferno bolter. No rerolls because it's not within the area. 1 at 82.
Okay. So 6 up. Nope.
That's the last one here. There we go. Okay.
Cool.
What's your leadership?
9 right now.
And your command points? Or 2?
2.
Your leadership 9. How many have died?
This turn, 5.
5 have died. 4. Dude's gonna right before here.
Okay.
I got 1 out. The rest are in. Got 9 dudes.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yep.
Sorry, 1 is out of rep. 4s.
Okay.
And 6s. I got 1 save. Into those guys.
1 save.
Uh-huh. Jesus, there's still 4.
Okay.
That entire group of them.
Sorry.
That's it.
Put it. It's on this guy right here.
You got it.
Okay.
Fired at some basilisks.
Okay.
There we go. He says, you can't stop him. He wants to shoot twice. So he's forcing
Okay,
you. So
I'm
yeah.
going to put a heavy
That's
bolter
something.
into here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to put the solid shot into whatever the one's been messed up.
Injured.
That one. 6
There you
shots.
go.
Two hits.
Okay. cover? It doesn't matter, just 5
Times
of
3.
them. Okay, goes through.
1.
Good.
Heavy bolters.
Okay. And they're going into the
That's
cross.
the Cabal and Blackheart given in the 6 open, right?
Right. 1 save.
Or 6
And
in
-1.
this case.
Does cover matter at all?
Probably up there.
Just puts them at a 6 again, right? Alright, dealing with me. Good.
Over here. Solid shots gonna go over there, and then heavy bolters here.
Okay.
All shots. 5.
Okay.
2 hits.
Okay.
1 wound.
You get 5. Nope.
More
We're at
wound.
1 hour.
Thank you. Nope.
Wound. Heavy bolters. 2 hits. No. Nice battles. Heavy bolters
This is
into
great.
the boards there.
Okay.
It's rough. I mean, it's
Yeah, it's definitely.
That's 1.
just based on dice or dice. And
Nothing.
It's been
Yeah.
very
Big
different.
shots over there.
Okay.
I think it's also, you know, it's a list that you don't see a lot. So
Right.
I think people
Right.
weren't really expecting something like this. It's better.
3 go through.
Okay.
2.
2. 5s.
Nope. Give me 4.
6s. 3 damage.
Down to 5.
Down to 4.
4, okay.
He's graded. Okay.
Alright, I'm going to, get around that one.
Nick has officially shot the battle deep in his pocket.
Okay.
No. You get your game cutoffs.
Alright, I'm gonna
Then you get thrown down.
spend 2 to double tap.
And John Lennon looks like he's probably not gonna make it.
I'll put you at 1.
Yeah, John's
Spend
struggling.
1. Let's go in here.
Put 2. Spin 2.
Strength
See.
is 8. AP is 2. Damage is 3.
Okay.
Yes. 1.
Yeah, see these,
2.
yeah, just roll shots to the
I
chest.
haven't checked on Dave yet.
Roll 1s.
Yep.
And 2. So get not 4 1s. Just 1.
Okay.
Give me 7 feeling pains. This is minus 2.
Which doesn't matter
Well,
much.
it's sorry. You need a. It's 7 wounds,
Okay.
and you got 3 damage
Or
per.
3.
Oh, 3 damage per. My
Yeah,
bad.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry,
All right,
that's-
no. Okay. So 7. So this guy's, we're gonna try just 1 here. We'll just start with him. He's got 3 right now.
Okay.
6s. Nope. 1. So he's got 1 left.
Okay.
So that's 1 out of 7.
Your second. That's him.
Okay. So he's gone. Now, let's go here. So where's the second one? Nope.
3. That's him. Third, fourth.
Yeah.
18.
There's 3. So he's gone.
So there's 4 more wounds left. So 12 more damage.
Fourth one now. Do that. 18. Or 3. Fifth
So
one.
there's that.
Insane guy. Barely kills him.
Yep. The last one.
That's number 6 now, and then 7. There's 2 more.
Okay, 2 more.
There's 1 guy left.
Got it.
3.
Okay, and you roll 3 6s now?
0.5% chance?
Nope.
That is the first unit of Rax gone.
Here we go.
Or grotesque,
Grotesque.
rather.
Alright.
It's a little something.
It's
a little something.
I have a combat here.
Okay.
Takes a lot.
It does.
4 wounds.
It took
It took death hex.
It took Death Hex
Right.
and Oblate Double Tap. Like, that's not. that's a lot of things to
That's
put into
correct.
it.
Yes.
1,
So.
2, 3, 4.
And it barely finished it off.
Right.
Like,
Roll 1. I don't roll
Those-
one.
Those upper
I'm out
or
of order.
right grotesques are
Yeah.
just.
And 4.
They are.
Nice.
Give me 3. For the
You still have that
6.
Raider full of racks.
4 ups.
1.
Nope.
6 ups.
triple 6.
Nope.
Full year.
Yeah.
Alright.
Let's fight.
Cool.
Actually, not cool.
Oh, that I mean,
That was
we're about to go to
right.
turn
Right,
4,
right.
basically.
Okay.
Round
All
6
right, it's your
anywhere?
turn.
Yes, sir.
All right, turn 3.
3. Everyone but staff members. And special guests like the military folks. Thanks.
You can watch it on Facebook.
Box day.
Where was I?
So,
There we go. And active player. Bam.
Once again, thanks for everybody tuning in. We're not
One
really
round.
speaking a whole lot because it's a little intense right now. But yeah, again, if you guys have questions, feel free to post them in the chat. We'll do our best to answer them. You know, we'll yeah. Anyways, so
Yeah. Okay. I'll read through Ruben's stuff, but I'll check on that. AL Kiltus cannot have Reeves cast on him. T-Sun's caster did not have access to Weaver from CSO book. T-Sun's version will cast on T-Sun's units.
Yeah, it affected the game at 0.
yeah.
Yeah.
But-
Right.
Good to know.
It didn't
If
do
it
it.
is the case, but I'm pretty sure it's not.
Sorry, I'm using your dice for markers.
Okay.
We'll check.
yeah.
I mean, it didn't do much, right?
Yeah, that's true.
But
I mean,
there's certain combos that will like greatly affect an outcome.
sure. I mean,
But it's good to know.
generally, like it's only on the one closest unit,
Right.
which I mean, he didn't really. I don't think even got off until it was obliterated, anyways. So
It got hit immediately died.
yeah, exactly. So,
As soon as it got touched.
If I'm here, I gotta make health arbitrage.
but
So
it's
cool.
also a point,
It's
right? Like, how
8
many
inch bottom
times
plus
do you
maybe
see?
4, maybe 3.
You know, every tournament, there's something that happens. Sometimes at the top table where it's just like, oh, yeah, that's illegal.
That's what I
Or
wanted to
like,
make sure.
Right.
you know, something happens.
What's
So,
their save?
you know, what I mean,
2 up?
it's hard to check every list and figure out exactly the combos and stuff. But
Yeah. Part of it's
Yeah.
human error. You know, it's
we've done our best. I think we did it better this year than we did last year,
Yeah.
trying to catch some of those errors.
Sorry.
But yeah, like, you know, a lot of it is again, the player based, you know. So and we like to strive to not like we like to strive to have judges and stuff be able to rule correctly,
Mhm.
and so
right.
you know, I mean, I know most of my stuff. I don't know everything, but
Mhm.
I know what I can't, like what I play against and see all the time. So, but yeah, we'll
check.
look it out. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. We'll get with the rules team in the main room just to see, you know. 'Cause,
They're
again,
tough as fuck.
not a big deal for this.
Right,
but-
right.
And for his last game, I don't think it was that much bleed. A little hyperbole there by Ruben.
Oh, does he have a list?
Hmm?
Does he have a list?
Who?
Ruben.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
So, like, the list is available on DraftKings. Yeah, anyone who wants to can watch it
Gotcha.
or see the lists.
Gotcha.
There's the move.
So actually, the question becomes: is the list illegal, or is it just the play illegal?
Play,
You know.
right.
So, you know,
He's right
I guess that
there.
would be a question.
He's right there.
like, because if the list is illegal, that's one thing,
Right.
right? But I mean, if he's just trying to get away with something, that's different.
Right.
So,
Right. Well, that's a common thing when you are dealing with intermixing keywords and whatnot, right?
Right,
So
right.
things that specifically affect a very specific, like T-Suns, right?
You don't have
So-
any other deep strikers, right?
No, I think so.
Sorry.
And that later will become a thing of.
Yeah,
Check it out.
I'm sure people will talk about it forever.
Yeah.
As,
Yeah.
as things tend to happen. So.
Get these racks out over here.
I mean, you get the scrutiny of the eyeballs. You know, you
Right.
get to see people, see stuff. As a casual player, I've streamed a couple of my games casually, of course, but in a casual game,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I'll just move over here. You know, I'll do this. I'll shoot this thing, and someone watching it knows what's going on, and be like,
No.
why would you do that?
Right.
Like he used to take Raptors to Darklands, you know? Like without thinking that most things can be won on threes.
Right.
And I would just be like, oh yeah, tons of damage.
So actually, Darklands is back. The
Index Darklands is.
Correct. These are the what are they called? The 3 shotguns.
Shotguns?
Cannons. No, the ones that the
Disintegrate.
Disintegrate.
Yeah.
Strength 7.
Strength 5.
Okay.
Unless
So
they upped it.
I'm not sure.
But yeah.
But
Strength
like,
5,
so-
D3, minus 3 D3.
Right. I actually think they're straight 2 damage.
Oh yeah, they changed that name.
So
I think they
Okay.
used to be. No, did they? No, they were always 2. Anyway.
anyways, the point was
That was a while ago.
when Razorback spam was a thing.
Uh-huh.
I think disintegrators were not disintegrators.
Cypherfingers?
No,
Two.
Darklands.
Darklands is really the better option.
Gotcha.
Because you're like, I just gotta buy vehicles, and they're strength 8,
Uh-huh.
so most of them on 3s,
Movements?
Right.
and they're minus 4, so you don't say
7?
so. Alright, we're in shooting phase. So.
Yeah.
They're in psychic phase.
Psychic, sorry.
Bam.
I'm gonna doom these guys here. Actually, I'm gonna. How many wounds does he have?
4.
4? Okay. So he is 4 inches, so he's closest, right? I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try and doom these guys. Needing 7 with a reroll. Got an 8. I'm gonna try and a 9. So, good. Okay. And then I'm gonna try and do a smite. Good.
That's what it feels like.
Alright.
That moment.
Yeah,
He's got above a 5.
That's back.
Yeah. 2. 3 rolling 1. 3s for the Farseer.
Yeah.
3 rolling 1s.
Reaver Fates from the CSM book, not the Thousand
Threes
Sons
to
book.
win.
Correct.
Which changes keyword from T-Sons to Heretic.
Correct.
Well, yeah, that's, I'm
So
going to
what
reread it and, check.
That's one thing.
Did you use the strat to swap it out or just took it from there? What was the end result? Oh. Never mind. They're
This
still
guy
discussing
into
one
your,
thing, so
Which
keep doing your thing.
So you're saying it cost me a strategy to do it?
Right.
Okay. Alright, then yeah, I'll keep that in mind.
Good.
What was that to get?
Here you go.
Sorry.
Here and here.
The book.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Should be in range, but it doesn't matter.
We'll just
I know he can cast an extra power.
That should be the closest.
but-
Probably.
Yeah.
It's close, but I think it is.
Okay. I'm gonna do Ravagers into the Oblins.
Now we're shooting.
Yes, now we're in the shoot.
Thank you.
4s?
4s, rerolling 1.
Nothing beats rule foiling.
Right.
I mean, it's got a purpose.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
it's good to see
Just reroll
people
one.
talking about it and stuff.
There always seems to be two camps, like the people who poo-poo on it, where it's like, don't need a rules lawyer, blah, blah, blah. And there's people that are like, you have to.
That's your reroll.
Yeah.
There's a combination,
I mean, it kind of goes in like.
You couldn't get
battle
anything done if you
reports,
just
Guessing
rules
3.
lawyer.
Right,
So
right, right.
kills 1.5.
And I think there's enough ambiguity in the rules, like where you kind of get to those weird arguments where it's like, and since you're also dealing with a miniatures game, right?
Shoot,
There's
yeah.
gonna come up little moments where it's
It's
like,
on 5.
oh, this guy's not quite there or whatever, and it's unless you're playing games like War Machine or something where you have flat terrain,
Right.
you're gonna get a bunch of different things happening.
Interactions between 16 codexes.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot to think about.
FAQs, codexes, erratas, chapter approved.
Things get lost.
Yeah.
4.
Like I was looking for something earlier, and I was looking for like 15 minutes to try to find it, and I couldn't find it.
8 skill slots.
Okay.
I looked through like 6 of the different documents. There's
Shoot
could be
3
somewhere.
Raptor shots and the Phantom grenade launcher into those cultists. So here's the 3 disintegrator shots. It's not. 1 dead cultist. Oh, you're in.
I don't have any more. I don't guess.
So 2 shots from the Phantasm grenade launcher. 1 hits. I need a 6. So they are minus 1 leadership.
Yeah.
Do his blaster into the cultist. Hits. They're minus 1, right? Are they Alpha Legion cultists?
They are.
Okay. I'm within 12.
You're within 12, right?
Okay. So that hit. Needing a 2. And that's a 1.
Clarification.
I don't know. We'll see.
What?
No, probably not.
What's their deal?
Nothing.
No, folks talk.
Okay. Okay.
It's more of a stab at last year than anything else.
Yeah.
Andrew last
Stab.
year.
Okay. I'm gonna charge those cultists with my raider.
Oh snap.
Oh, right. I have 7 dudes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
Cultists are allowed to have overcomes. No 6s.
We're in the charge phase.
Thank you.
Okay. So he's gonna go around these guys.
It's interesting they changed fly around and go over
Yeah.
and charges.
I mean, I kind of like
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Like it makes
These
it
guys
not as
screens are
powerful
still
as
useful.
it. Yeah, exactly.
We need a
I think that
7.
was a big thing. Is like especially with
I think it's
Alpha Legion and what was the other one? We did the same thing. Just the regular power or the regular CSM book or
Right.
Red book. You could be like
Redicus starts.
yeah, you could take like a unit of Vanguard vets with strike.
Redicus discipline is what it's called.
Yeah, you take a unit of Vanguard vets with strike, infiltrate them,
Uh-huh.
or whatever, and then you just jump over all the screens and assault everything.
Right,
Um,
right. No screens at all.
And so it just kind of made it be like, how do I stop that?
Right.
And I think people were like, well, yeah, that's the point. But it's also like,
And
yeah,
Harlequins still get their
so the flip belt specifically says
when moving.
they when moving, so
Charge
they
these
can't
guys?
charge through people
Right.
now.
into
Okay.
here. So they
Huh.
overwatch from that.
They can, however, still move over terrain and everything. I think it's
Oh
normal.
yeah. Yeah, yeah,
2 dudes. Anybody else trying to charge? Last masters.
It's actually really useful kill team.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I feel like a Harley Quinn
What's his
would be
armor save?
very strong.
It can be brutal.
Does he have an M-wall?
Yeah, 4.
4. They just have bolters. Who has the
Strong
infernal?
bolters.
Who is
Strong
it?
bolters here.
I'm gonna charge. What do they have for weapons? Power axes, right?
4 6.
I will charge everything within 12 inches. Yeah, that's
Interesting.
interesting.
Charging everything.
First.
I mean,
You can withstand it with Overwatch.
You can.
There's no flamers.
Over there. 1 hit. Roll ones. 5. 3. 1 hits.
Okay.
Crown bolter. 1.
Deception.
There you go.
Okay.
What can he charge? Here we go.
10.
10. That's a good roll.
The real question is, he has to be able to get around the other squad.
Well, the model should. They're able to, so
Yeah, but
they can
not
just.
all of them, right?
Right, but then they get the pile in as well, and they can be toward the nearest model, which means several of them can get killed.
Sure. Yeah.
Just let's check.
So I wonder how many we can get in here.
That's when people play assault armies have like always been very good at this game because they know the nuances of everything.
Inventory.
this guy charging. He's gonna charge this thing and this guy.
Okay. That round go.
Okay.
Hits. Hit bolt. 2 hits.
Nice.
3s. Give me 1 save.
Okay. Nope.
And the battle shots. Double 1s. Hit.
The double 1s, man.
You don't charge?
At least it's an Overwatch.
I just
Yeah.
got charged.
But still.
Yeah.
10.
10 it is.
These dudes charge all the way, apparently.
Yeah. That is big.
He's right between those two.
What's the song?
Yeah.
I can go the distance.
Yeah.
Going for speed.
Mm-hmm.
Base those 2.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
Your charges.
Sure. I'm gonna. How many you got left? 1.
What? I have 1 save left.
I got 2, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, you have 1, Steve? Okay. Change that.
Okay. I'm gonna start with my
It's
racks over
pretty
there.
hard. Good deal.
Start with the racks over here.
Yeah.
That's 2 apiece plus 1 extra for the sergeant, so 10, 11.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Needing 2s. All hit. Strength 5, 3.
The racks.
Okay, that's 3, 6, 8.
Hang on, 3s.
8 saves.
Yeah.
No poison weapons?
They're 4 up, but their strength is higher, so I
No,
But poison always wounds on
No,
4?
I just choose not to use
2
it.
pass, so
They just
6
do
back.
normal attacks.
I think we only have.
You don't have to use a weapon profile. You can just
Huh,
attack
okay.
them.
I'll leave the ones.
If you have a weapon, you have to use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. See.
Yeah.
Or sorry, if you have a weapon on your profile, you have
Right.
to use
Okay.
it.
Right. It's only if you don't, then you can do your improvise.
Correct.
Kelly rolled
They
on
came
this
up
earlier
yesterday.
in the
Yeah.
tournament.
No, that's fine. Let me just check the racks then.
I'm sorry, what's the
They're
problem?
the weapon profile.
So he's saying
Yeah.
you can choose to wound like on 3s by not using your
That's
poison.
this
but
one
the
wounds
answer
on a
is-
4+ unless it's
Uh-huh.
targeting the vehicle. So you only took 5
Right, there you go.
instead
Okay.
of
So he can't wound on 3s because he has a weapon.
I understand. Okay.
Yeah.
Where's my save? They'll be right there. Alright.
Okay. All right. I'll do the Raider.
He does cook the dice us, man. Yeah, it's good.
Who's saying that?
For you,
Matt Czar.
the way you shake.
Yeah, really.
I sure did.
Get him going, you know.
That's me. Thomas likes to see how frantic I get with it.
Yeah.
Okay. 3 attacks.
I need to do a montage of all the throwing that people do, like
Right,
different
the
throws.
different ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we have 120 players, all with like very
3
interesting.
attacks.
You get horde. It's like
A lot of it's the backhand,
Yeah.
so that it rolls back toward you. It doesn't
Right.
bounce across.
Okay.
some people have
Strength
to
4,
like.
needing 3.
Some is like you just pick it up and like
One.
toss it
That's
out.
one, right?
That's me sometimes. When I'm
Oh,
just like
yeah, yeah.
hit wound, I just lift it
It's
up
like
and let it go.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you cannot. So
All right.
Grim
Tests.
Hokage, the rule book actually specifically says if you don't have a weapon on your profile, then you can choose
have
to
a
use this
generic.
because you always get a
Some
combat
sort of
weapon.
combat.
But if you have one on your profile,
You use
you
it.
don't have the option to not use that one.
More the backspin roller. Yeah, for sure. I use dice trays, so
Oh yeah.
yeah. Well, Gigabyte sells these amongst other things, but these
What do we
are
got? 1, 2, 3, 4,
Die
Are they like
Hard.
fold up or whatever?
And
Die
he's
Hard
got how
dice
many
trays.
Oh, cool.
They have felt on the inside, and then you just click them,
He's got an invul.
so they
Oh,
fit
yeah.
inside your backpack.
Yeah. That's
And
super
then-
handy.
I'm gonna go.
It's like 13 or 15 bucks or something like that.
Nice.
Like faux leather, and then
5
Right.
against
felt
these
on the
guys.
inside,
Yeah.
and you just
And it's not
chuck
too
that
big
down,
either.
throw
6
it,
against these guys.
and then both
He's
players
4
can have
against
one or
them.
whatever.
Right. My problem with dice trays sometimes is just like if you get the ones that have too big on the sides, it becomes very
Yes.
hard for people to
Yeah.
see.
Well, that's why I like these.
Right.
It's a low. You can see everything.
Right.
Trenton says, "I like my dice well done." They changed it in the FAQ yellow guy. That's Chad, but yes.
Okay.
Change it in the FAQ.
You can look.
Needing 2s.
Okay.
To hit this guy.
Okay.
Oh.
Needing
Okay.
6, so need 3.
It's just right here.
Into him.
Let me look.
So it's going to take
That's like
4 mortal wounds.
I mean, I guess there would be instances where you have used the poison weapon, but like,
I
This is where you want to hold your punches.
yeah,
But
Okay.
that's weird.
yeah.
I mean, that's what it is.
They have 1 wound apiece, right?
Check the FAQ. Come on.
I don't think it'll be in that one.
Not the big one. No. Yeah. It'll be this one, right?
It'll be
Rules.
this.
Yeah.
Needing 2s.
No. Choose ranged weapon. It'll be soon after that.
Combat weapons.
Melee. Opportunity to open the house on that weapon. I guess it would be in the actual rulebook then. If
Yeah,
it says
yeah,
if you
yeah.
have to use it. The FAQ might not.
It says in addition to their other weapon. Yeah.
Right.
Well, I guess we messed that one up.
Needing
Well, we'll see, because Bryce just said that Kelly pulled it certain ways.
Oh, got it. Well, I know he rolled it earlier that way, so I'm sure it's consistency, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
2 more wounds out the gate.
It's still top of turn 3.
Correct.
6, so you can take 2 more wounds and then 5 AP minus 2. And then 14
Did it?
regular saves.
I rolled 2s and 1s the entire fight.
Okay.
Alright, so they're going to be done one at a time. So
Yep.
these ones are pistol. Hits. Another.
Okay.
I guess it's an inch pistol. Misses.
Okay.
Blastmaster. Target. At this point, they're out of combat. Just roll the rest of them.
Okay.
Blastmaster. 5. 3s. Hits. 2. So 1 save.
4 up. Nope. Damage.
3. And
6s.
that's on filter.
Nope. 6.
And give me 1 more arm save. Or invul, rather.
1 more round. 4 up. Nope. 6 up. Yes.
Okay. Alright.
There we go. Someone was saying it might not get to 4 turns. It'll get to full turns because there's far fewer units than where it starts. So
Oh, yeah. I mean, time-wise, it definitely will.
I got 2 dudes here. Need who's this one here. First one. 2 hits. Are you still in range of Yuri?
I am.
Tries. No. And then the other one.
is he shooting blastmasters or
Other one's
combat
good.
noise marines?
Okay.
Where?
Here's a random dude. Swings on a rack.
What's the question?
Is he shooting a blastmaster into the noise
Swings.
marines?
No.
4 up.
There's only 1 unit of...
Nope.
There's only...
Pain.
Oh, he's just shooting a blastmaster on the noise marines, or what?
Into the combat of the noise marines.
Okay. Cool.
No. He's shooting the blastmaster further away.
Yeah, my swings over here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I gotta swing that. Sorry.
So you have charge, so go ahead. Where are you going?
He's got how many left?
3 left.
3 left.
What?
Now put his 4 attacks against him.
Go.
Needing 3s. 3 hits. Needing 2s.
So, yeah, I mean, technically everything happens one at a time, right?
Right.
So...
So 3 saves.
Well, it's just like with, if someone uses a model and you activate your next unit to fight, you can still consolidate because you were within it trying. So like you can still do that action.
Swing back.
If you charge, so you successfully charged, and the rule says if you charged or you were within an edge, right? So if you
And
charge,
cards.
you choose him, but he hasn't been. He's not within inches of
Really?
somebody.
Right.
Makes sense.
Just
So in that
die.
case,
Oh, you want
Takes
to.
one.
Oh, the
And
mission.
the,
Yeah, I'll explain it in a second.
Being here at 6s. Alright, this guy just dies. Just get him around. And you said?
So we talked about it at the beginning.
Okay.
Alright. The mission is
Right.
secure and control objectives, and then it is also, and then it's other objectives as well. So it's just an all objective based game basically.
One back. Okay. Fall back. Falling back. 6. 3.
Okay, so it's top of,
Right.
sorry,
Get you
bottom of
maybe
round
five
3.
slow.
Yeah.
Close the gap. Like, no! They're blocked! Alright, you... I don't know the last question anymore. Actually, I'll keep.
Okay.
I'll just chill. I can't block enough for it. You will walk over here.
Okay.
1. Holding on to what little things are left. Alright. I have surgery. I'm going to start this right here.
Okay.
Goes off at 9.
See what she's saying in the chat. Okay.
That's true.
Yeah.
Nine, or 22.
We'll see. Again, talking to folks.
Yeah.
That's just what, D3?
I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay. What, I need a 10? I'm not gonna do that.
Go.
Okay.
My bag's in the other room.
Okay.
Wait, Kelly. Okay.
So 3 Bassies, 2 characters, right?
Mhm.
That's it?
Yeah. And 1 Basil's gonna shoot.
Right. So that.
I'm going to cast the death hex here.
Okay, I'm gonna try and go ahead.
I might just not do it. That is a 9 plus 2 is an 11.
Okay. You gotta roll 12. Which that dude that would cause arrows. Nope.
I was like,
Try.
Like statistically unlikely.
Okay. Change that.
I'm going to snipe
Say
smite here.
Okay.
Goes off on 6 plus 1.
I will try and deny with him.
Yeah.
Stop.
I'll smite over here.
Okay.
You got to deny this point, right?
Yeah, the
You gotta
question.
deny it.
Question is whether or not whether
Goes off on 7.
they have them on. The question is what. Ultimately, it's whether or not they can use the improvised one if they have a profile.
Infernal Gaze.
That's the
with it?
question. It's not whether or not they have. Everyone has
Goes
a
off the
standard improvised weapon, or whatever. So,
You mean 2
or
more?
whatever it's called, right?
Yeah. I think it's I was under the impression that
2 more
you
wounds.
had to attack with the one that you had if you had one.
Right. If you have one.
But the entry
There
says
just
if,
about options. I have options here.
you know, you get that one in addition to it,
Well, it's
which means you
shoot
have the
stuff.
option to use that
Okay.
one now.
Right. So.
In the shooting phase?
That is correct.
I have 1's correct, 20 plus.
That was my fault.
I will go ahead and cast
I don't know
another
because
spell.
if
Cast
they ruled a
2
certain
more.
way here, well, we don't want to be consistent. You know?
Sure.
That's a good one. That's okay. Alright.
Now shoot.
Now shoot.
Shooting jigs.
Stormbolts here.
Yeah.
Fell back.
Okay.
Stormbolts there.
Got it.
Huh.
Rerolls X. So look at it's dead.
Yeah.
Give me 2.
Makes sense.
2.
2.
So when Gilliman goes in and swings, I'll be like, I choose not to use the Emperor's sword. I will use my close combat weapon.
In this case, because you're
Sure.
wounding on 3s and stuff.
That'd be actually hilarious. You go in and you're like,
Alright,
I'll choose my
well,
improvised. You know.
Like, I don't want to kill this whole unit.
Kick him while I'll hit him my pinky. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
5 here. heavy bolter here and the one that we're after there.
This one right here.
Yeah.
Heavy bolter, and where's the can?
Yeah, we
Heavy
put one
bolter's
way
over
next
there.
to
Cans
Oh,
over there.
gotcha.
Cans
specifically the judge, and we were told by someone who was
Right.
familiar with that same ruling earlier. So we'll be
It
consistent.
came up yesterday. We
Uh-huh.
ruled it that way.
Yep.
So
For consistency's sake, for sure.
And shots. 5. Give me one save. After. Powell.
Nope.
2, 3.
3. Cool. You need 6s.
Huh. Fascinating.
Nope.
3.
Yeah, Germanic horses. Thunder hammers. All
Here's
thunder
that heavy
hammers.
bolter there and the
You don't
gun
use
over
the
there.
thunder hammers,
Okay.
so you just wrap around.
Yes.
So you can consolidate everything.
you can
Alright,
do that a lot
big
easier
gun.
than having this FAQ. To be honest,
Right.
though, you just charge everyone.
Mhm.
Only put one model within 1 inch,
Uh-huh.
and then have
Mhm.
everybody else
Nimble.
outside of 2 inches or 2 inches, so you're still in coherency.
Uh-huh.
But no one else is within 1 inch, so you don't have any other models within 1 inch to swing, and then you only swing with the one guy, and then everybody else collapses in after the fight.
Fascinating.
So
So yeah,
it's the same
Different
kind of idea.
idea.
Yeah.
Nope.
Needs some. Does it blow?
Of course it does.
Mm.
I got command point reroll.
okay.
I get it?
And do I get it?
I do.
I do not.
And
I'm
the
gonna
command
reroll the
roll.
blow. I do not blow.
Okay.
So snap.
Puts it 1 and me at 1.
That wrap.
1 and 1. Yeah.
Okay.
All the buttons fast this gear.
Alright.
It's going to fire its all but shots here, I suppose.
Okay.
Heavy bolter. 2 hits. 1 save. 1 fiddle painter.
Feel okay? Nope.
I don't know how you're wearing a t-shirt 60
Big
degrees.
gun.
Me?
4 shots.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's getting below
it's
60
super cold
sometimes.
there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially when the air turns on. I'm like,
One more.
The guys are
just
pretty
fiddle
warmed
painters,
up.
So
oh, I mean, yeah, like
For us sitting here, it's like
there's
icing.
a lot of dudes in the other room,
Uh-huh.
and so it makes sense they have to drop
Yeah, yeah.
the
Right.
air in here. But
Well, this is a separate control.
Oh, is it?
But the idea is that like
Good?
they're building
we're,
up
Gotcha.
heat. So keep
pretty
them
much even
coming.
up here.
makes sense. I mean, when you,
It's
when you're
your
thinking,
turn 4.
your brain
Okay,
gets
sir.
hot, so.
Turn forward,
And I
gentlemen.
can always. Okay, thank you.
All right. Turn 4. No charges.
Got 22 minutes left.
Thank
A little over 22.
Thank you.
How many do you think you're gonna kill this turn?
Do I think I'm gonna kill?
Yeah.
Those characters are dead.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna get into base contact with that. I'm gonna get into base contact with that. And then it's just one more turn of me chewing those down.
Yeah, seems pretty like that.
Yeah.
I think I can hold that. Question is, can I keep that guy alive? Questionable. I guess we go.
Sure.
So,
If you're good, I'm good.
I think you have a chance to table me.
We'll see. Let's go.
Playing it out.
Go. Yeah.
Play it out.
So it's gonna go.
Oh yeah.
It's always better to anything
Yep.
usually.
You never know.
Yeah.
I mean, with the way I roll dice,
Right.
it's like I want to just walk. Can I just walk? No, you don't get to
Right.
walk. You get to
Although,
stumble and fall
that's
down.
worked.
But
That's worked against me in some tournaments. Like,
Uh-huh.
people are like, I'm done. And I'm like, no, just keep playing. Like, you know,
Get more
like,
points,
and
man.
then like
Yeah.
I inevitably I'm like, oh, I could have gotten more points. if
right.
I Just quit.
Like, oh,
So-
right.
But no. I don't like to win games like that usually.
No, you want to play it out. See what
Yeah.
happens. Always. That
Oh,
horde
it's
of
just
grotesques is just.
So, yeah.
What do you mean, secondary?
Yeah, it's you have to get more than me. I think you've already got more than me.
What is that?
It's alright. I got it.
What does it say here? Round 5.
Secondary skill points for his objectives.
Secondary objective, Warzone kill points.
Mhm.
Each player earns 1 battle point to a maximum of 6. Player
Wait,
with the
what?
most kill points at the end of the game earns an additional 3.
Oh right.
We're gonna get max minus the
I
max
won't
minus.
get
first blood. That's it.
Yeah.
So you'll get 31. Is that right?
That sounds right to me.
Sounds about right. I don't think you can. I mean, I can't hold an objection.
Right.
So you get maximum 31 to 8.
You both got Warlord.
He's about to. And I have not. So I know won't.
And then Labreaker, right?
He'll get Linebreaker. I won't. One thing I have is first blood. And
You
6
got
points
you
of
got
second.
first blood for 2, basically.
Yeah. That's it.
Okay.
That's the only thing I denied him from is the 1 point there.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Or 2 points really there.
Gotcha.
I'm.
You good? Or do you want
I think we're pretty much like. I don't think you can. I can get any. I can't get more kill points than you. That's the only question right now.
Sure.
Okay, I can't stop that. So. There, those are killers out. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Good game, sir.
Right.
Great game.
That is the game.
Congratulations.
Good game, y'all. Congrats, y'all.
Amazing
Thanks for
game.
streaming with
It
us.
was-
It's gonna be a
No, that
Drukhari
was-
victory
Do
for
you guys
Red.
want to do like for like 2 minutes, do a quick recap
Sure.
of like how the game went and
Sure.
everything for you for the streamers and everything? So y'all listen to these guys, great strategists. They'll tell you about how it went and everything. So Red, from your perspective, how did it go? What was your
Man, it was
breakdown?
so no. Everything that was. We're talking 7 denies, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
it was a lot.
7 denies,
It was a
and
lot.
those first turn denies were the most critical thing. And without
Absolutely.
that, I don't think I'd still be here. I think I'd be picking up a lot more of my stuff.
Right.
Like I wouldn't have had what he, because the death hexes,
Yep.
the doom bolts,
Yep.
all of those things are exactly what I needed. And the only reason why I brought, honestly, the only reason why I brought a Farseer in the Warlock was to stop that.
Let's stop
And-
that, right?
And Cast Guy and
That's-
or Doom and whatever.
Right.
you
Well,
do.
yeah, Doom and Jinx are
Doom and
awesome,
Jinx,
right?
right.
But really, I needed the ability to stop Death Hex.
Makes sense.
And the fact that I stopped Death Hex and Doom Bolt, like it went well. But like, if it hadn't been for that, I would.
But that thing's never went off.
Right.
I've tried it 4 times. It never cast a
Doom
single
Bolt, yeah,
time.
yeah, absolutely.
3 times really.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Um,
And that's the thing.
I mean,
But,
okay,
yeah,
the second
Death Hex
time it
is-
didn't matter, right? 'Cause the first one he was like halfway up. The second one was the one where you're like, well, if I get it, it's fine.
First one, I was out of charge range if I cast a
Right.
bolt.
Right.
Second one over here would have pulled them out of charge range. So
Right.
both 2 were very crucial.
Right,
Like
exactly.
that would have just stopped them in their tracks.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. By turn 3, it was kind of like
Yeah.
at that point, since you failed the first
third,
two.
yeah, the third one was going to was going to try to kill more.
No, I mean
But-
it was absolutely. I mean, like, because I acknowledge that I don't have the ability to do a lot in the first turn.
Right. No,
Right.
absolutely.
I'm gonna just move and I'm gonna survive, and that's it. And every game has been like that. Even if I get first turn, my army does not necessarily crush in that first turn. The Ravager shots here and there,
Yeah,
sure.
they put some moves on things.
But at the same time, like I gotta get that, and the fact that I could stop Doombolt and Death Hex was crucial.
Big deal.
That was absolutely it. Again, it would be completely opposite score-wise if
Uh-huh.
I hadn't made those rules and
Yeah.
he'd gone through with his.
Right.
So
Right. Because it could have just been like
just that psychic.
Bye-bye,
phase.
grotesque.
Just those psychic phases
Yep.
were enough.
Yep.
I think that and
What was
a lot of
that?
And how about
others.
you, Steven? How about
A lot of other
Is that pretty much
sixes.
it? Same
Those
kind of
were
breakdown?
very
breakdown.
crucial, absolutely. In hindsight, that wasn't as big of a deal, but the noise rings needed to back up further.
Sure.
Yep.
The 9-inch move, I pulled a few out. I needed to go full 9
The
back,
whole way back. Yeah.
and that would have pulled out at least the Ravager out of range.
Right. I agree.
And that was the only big play mistake, I think. And then of course Matt rolled those dice attack. But that's I never want to blame dice in a loss.
No, I hear you.
It was a very well fought game.
So the final score is 31
to 8.
31 to 8. Okay. Cool. So 31 to 8, which means you went from 106.
No, 118, I
118.
believe.
No.
No.
Sorry, I'll pull it for now.
Yeah.
Oh, no, sorry. Steven had 118.
Steven had 118.
Correct.
Yeah, he was.
So you're
12
now
ahead of me.
124.
Now he got 23 more points than me.
On top of
So he's a fair bit
106.
ahead of me.
So I was 106. I'm now 137.
137 versus okay, and then we just have to see who won between Nick and Adam.
And
We'll
that
see
hasn't
what.
been decided yet.
Oh, it hasn't. Okay.
So Nick needs to score
Gotcha.
2 more points.
Okay. 2 more points than you, or
Nick
He needs to score
Nick needs
33.
to 30,
He has to
31 or 32 rather.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
gonna get
That's
32.
gonna, that's gonna
Cool.
be tough in that game, I think.
awesome, cool. Well, everyone on the stream, thanks y'all so much
Adam's
for
already
watching.
denied him or the
This
1
has
point
been
below.
Warzone Atlanta.
Yes.
The fantastic 5
I'm really
rounds.
glad that our game,
Put this on us
the
again.
one game we play was the top.
I can hold that here.
Sure, absolutely.
There we go. So thanks for joining us, and then thanks, Chad.
2018 was a
Yep.
great year. So,
So
come out next year if you get if you can. And we'll see. Talks about Shane.
We'll be live here at like what is it, 4:35 to give the prizes, results, and everything. So we'll be live on the Warzone Atlanta Facebook.
Yes. All right.
So, thanks everybody. Cheers.